The film which you are about to see is an account of the tragedy which befell a group of 5 youths, in particular, Sally Hardesty and her invalid brother, Franklin. It is all the more tragic in that they were young. But had they lived very, very long lives, they could not have expected, nor would they have wished to see as much of the mad and macabre as they were to see that day. For them, an idyllic summer afternoon drive became a nightmare. The events of that day were to lead to the discovery of one of the most bizarre crimes in the annals of American history, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie.
You are listening to Not-Stalgia, the podcast that takes an order of magnitude more time to make than it takes you to listen to it, which I guess is good. That's,
yeah.
If you're going to consume some media, you want to know that the people making it have spent a lot of... Kate!
I would argue that we should use the Jiffy Pop slogan, as much fun to make as it is to eat. I think we have just as much fun making this as people have listening to it.
I hope so. Probably more sometimes.
Probably.
Kate,
today being an example.
Have you ever seen, I don't think you're going to have fun watching this, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
No.
Are you certain?
I think maybe you made me watch it once.
I think one time we watched it.
We might have made out during it. It was early.
Wow.
Two young people desperate to make out.
I think that reflects very poorly on both of our mental health statuses.
God
this
forbid.
movie is famously disturbing.
We probably paused it. Maybe we did.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I've prepared some notes for you. Also, in case it's not obvious, this is just like last year when we watched Halloween, and we watched all of them. We're watching every Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie that came out prior to when they remade the first one. We're not watching the remake, even though it's from 2003 and has Jessica Biel in it.
I'm glad that you've made this sacrifice for everyone, Tyler. He's saluting right now.
It's beef. It's I'm playing taps. I know we've broken our own rules and watched something from 2007 recently. Shocking, but we're not doing that anymore. If we're going to watch a horror franchise, I think stopping it before they reboot it and remake the original, just like we did with Halloween, is a natural breaking point for us.
Sure. I'm about at my breaking point already.
We haven't even watched it. And happy Halloween, everybody. This is probably coming out
Blah.
on or very close to Halloween. Tobe Hooper. T-O-B-E. Tobe? Definitely. It's not Tobe.
Tobe.
Tobe
Hey,
Hooper.
get over here, Tobe.
He was born in a little state called Texas in 1943.
Yoo.
His parents owned a movie theater. This is his villain origin story,
Great,
obviously.
love it. You know who also owned a movie theater? My great-grandfather.
That's pretty cool.
Little piece of Katie trivia for you. He was a proud Hungarian immigrant, living the American dream. Anyway, back to Leatherface.
As a child, Tobe Hooper loved movies, obviously, because of the movie theater, and made little movies with an 8mm camera. This is like the story of half of these filmmakers from this era.
Cute, very Spielberg.
He was originally interested in documentary filmmaking, but then in 1969 he made his first feature film called Eggshells, which is a really weird experimental movie. It's fictional. It's not documentary.
They just let weird Tobe go for it, huh? They were like, all right.
A weird movie about a hippie commune, but it's not quite a documentary. It has some narrative to it.
I'm kind of into it.
While in college at the University of Texas, Hooper met a guy named Kim Henkel.
Okay, another guy with an interesting name.
Henkel and Hooper collaborated on that movie Eggshells as co-writers, and Hooper directed it and Henkel acted in it. So for the next movie that they're going to make, they wrote a script inspired by a combination of Ed Gein's murders, which was very recent and relevant, the increasingly graphic news coverage in San Antonio, Texas. So you got to think it's the early 70s.
Yep.
They don't mention the Vietnam War, but like around this time, it's noteworthy that the news is like showing violent, graphic Vietnam footage, but
and also, like, probably some violent and graphic footage of, like, domestic stuff that's happening,
That's what
right?
they were inspired by, yes. That the news was just getting more graphic in general.
And, like, Ed Gein, man, weird dude.
So
Big dude, weird dude.
Ed Gein, violent news coverage of San Antonio, Texas in the early 70s, and just the general idea of like Texas rural culture being used as a scary, spooky thing. That was all, that's their inspiration, melange, if you will.
Okay, I'm liking this little gumbo that we got working here. I'm in.
The filming experience of this movie.
Was it bad?
It was bad.
Was
much
it real bad?
like The Wizard of Oz. It was
bad?
bad. So it was filmed mostly in a farmhouse in Texas in the summer.
It's hot.
Yeah, it was between 90 and 100 degrees or higher.
Yep.
It's an independent film from this era, which I find very interesting. No safety standards or stunt performers. It's
Okay.
just like they get these unknown, scrappy young actors, and they're
just
like,
you're 18, you don't have a lot of rights.
yeah.
You don't know what is and is not normal on a film
And
set.
they don't know it's normal. The filmmakers don't know it's normal
they're like,
either. Not to let them off the hook, but
let me throw blood and guts at you.
sometimes they have
and it's hot.
real chainsaws with the chains on very close to the actors.
That's not a good idea, guys. Henkel.
Sometimes-
Hembleb. What are they called?
Hooper
Hooper?
and Henkel.
Hooper and Henkel. Not a good idea.
So they got these chain, even like, so like when we were in high school, you would use a chainsaw for the haunted woods, but you took the sharp part
Took
off.
the chain
we
off,
knew
yeah.
to do that, but I guess you wanted it in the shot in the movie. And then for a lot of times when they needed the actors to bleed, they're like, we're just going to cut you a little. So they're bleeding.
So they're just cutting them. They're just cutting them a little bit.
A little bit. Pro
What the
wrestlers
hell?
do that.
Yeah, but this is a film set. We're not trying to do kayfabe.
So this movie premiered
There are
on
takes.
October
there are multiple takes.
11th,
They're like, let me cut you a
1974.
second
They
time.
probably cut them a lot.
All right, go.
October 11th, 1974. Perfect
Okay.
spooky season movie. The promotional campaign for the movie, which is very noteworthy and definitely contributed to its success, purported that it was a true story.
Oh, okay, that's kind of cool.
But it wasn't.
But it's the 70s, so it's like, how do you verify anything?
Correct.
You got to go and like look up microfiche?
Right.
You're like, oh, I better go to this town in Texas and ask around. Let me ask the oldest man who lives here if he's seen anything weird. No.
Right.
You can't verify it. You're like, yep, this is true.
And if anyone ever called them out on it or sued them, which they didn't, they'd be like, "Well, Ed Gein inspired it," but it's not. It is not a direct
No.
one-to-one
And
Ed Gein.
late 60s, early 70s, you have like the burgeoning coverage of like serial killers, like the serial killer mythos, true crime kind of explodes. Right? Like we have always loved true crime, right? Like no one is saying like, oh, we're just so obsessed with true crime now, right? Like Jack the Ripper, we love true crime. But because I think there's like a larger nationwide news presence, you're able to be like, oh, over in Washington State, Ted Bundy's doing some pretty f***ed up stuff, and I'm on the East Coast, and I would have never heard about that, you know?
Correct.
Or like Ed Gein, he's making nipple belts, you know? That's pretty weird. And
and
I'm
the-
in Maine, and I've never even seen a nipple.
The relaxed standards of the news,
Yes.
being willing not to. Yes, they showed graphic stuff, but to even talk about what
Yes.
these guys are doing. You know,
I don't think
it's a cultural moment.
you would never have heard Walter Cronkite say nipple, you know?
So that ad campaign that said this was a true story, even though
Okay.
it was a lie,
Yep.
was very successful and made this movie become the highest grossing independently produced movie of all time upon release.
Wow.
Until it was unseated 4 short years later by John Carpenter's Halloween.
Ooh.
And part of the reason I wanted to watch this with you this year is because last year I kind of talked a big game in the Halloween notes about Halloween being like the first modern day slasher. That's wrong. This is the first modern day slasher. So I don't think I gave this movie enough credit back then, and I wanted to right that wrong. If we were doing this chronologically, we probably should have watched this last year and Halloween now, but it doesn't matter. It's not that deep. And last note before we watch, Leatherface in this movie is played by an actor named Gunnar Hansen.
Wow, what a name. Is he big?
Yeah, he
Seems like he'd be big.
he was a bouncer and he just auditioned. They
Nice.
like put up flyers and he auditioned, and it was his first ever acting role.
I think we should look at a picture of Gunnar Hansen as a baby. Is there a baby picture out there?
All right, hold on.
You ever see
Me just desperate to start
all right.
the movie.
You ever see, like the last couple weeks, I've seen this floating around, a baby picture of Brock Lesnar, and he just looks like a Brock.
Have you seen Brock Lesnar's daughter? She's a shot put. Like,
she's absolutely so strong and cool. But obviously Brock Lesnar, big guy, and you see him as a baby, and yep, that baby could have only been Brock.
here he is looking very at ease as a suave older gentleman.
Oh, he looks
Like a
nice.
white-haired, bearded man. Hold on.
Definitely a big baby. 10 to 13 pounds, I think.
He's always older in these photos. He passed away. I have completely failed to find
It's fine. I forgive you.
a baby photo of this man. I'm throwing in the towel.
He was born in Reykjavik, Tyler. You didn't say that.
He wrote a book called Chainsaw Confidential.
Ooh.
If anyone out there has a baby picture of Gunnar Hansen, the original Leatherface, please keep it to yourself. Just look at the poster. It's so dated.
Who will survive and what will be left of them?
Like, we really are transitioning so majorly between two eras of Hollywood, like the old and the new. That is an old style poster, but about a very shocking new style thing. I'm into it. A Vortex Henkel Hooper production.
Vortex. Ooh, youths. They just called Franklin an invalid.
This is like an evil version of the Star Wars crawl.
Yeah. What does it say? August 18th, 1973?
Just even putting any date there makes it just seem, what's that called? Verisimilitude? I always
Yeah,
get
it's
this
supposed to
word
give
wrong.
you, verisimilitude.
What's vermicelli?
Vermicelli's a noodle, baby. That's a rice noodle. You ate that last night.
Verisimilitude is when a movie feels very real.
Yeah.
Vermicelli
Is
is a
yummy.
rice noodle.
Don't talk about food right now because I'm getting kind of like strobe lit frame by frame photography, and I'm assuming it's like a crime scene photographer who's
We're
taking a
seeing
picture.
gnarly-
Yeah,
Seems like bodies that have been here for a while.
for a little bit, and like the fingers and the fingernails are all bloody. They've clawed and fought, and this is not like a pleasant like, hey, I'm dead and I was chill.
And I know we've seen worse in movies, but this just being there in 1974, I think really is important for the success of this.
You know what I would... Wow, that's like just a dead, straight up dead head. I would like to see a picture of people like watching this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this
Yeah.
does not bury the lead at all, right? Like you have 2+ corpses, just like decomposed body. It's like an altar basically in a cemetery. Pretty messed up. Did little Eddie Gein go to graveyards? Yeah, he did.
Little Eddie.
Little Eddie. He was a big boy.
And like the Hays
boy.
Code for movies where like you could never do this ended in 1967.
Yeah,
Like that's what's so interesting about this period of just like
you couldn't see a breast.
Right.
You couldn't see blood.
Right.
You couldn't see like 2 unmarried people kissing. You couldn't see. They're like, hey, and now here we are. We're just gonna cut you a little,
Right.
young person.
Right.
This is normal, right? Okay, so this is very interesting, right? Because this news reel is kind of running underneath it right now.
yeah,
right?
we're just hearing about all the
hearing-
horrible things that are happening.
Like there's a forest fire, there's this graveyard piece of like creepy, scary art. I appreciate you telling me that like this is one of their influences, you know? I really do feel like we in 2025 are just kind of like recycling the 70s, right? The general malaise. This is feeling like a little too real now, right? Where it's like, oh, there's a cholera epidemic in San Francisco. People are killing themselves, leaping to their deaths. There's forest fires. There's this gross like cemetery art that's happening. We're just here again. Here we are.
Hitting us with the unsettling feelings.
Are we
of
gonna
our
get-
overstimulating world?
Yeah, are we going to get like any good movies out of this, or is this just going to suck? Oh, little armadillo guy. Man, the criticism of like it's probably like the 18-hour news cycle back.
Yeah,
back
at least
then.
most channels I
Like,
think still signed off for the night after
6-hour
the
news cycle, maybe.
right.
Maybe even the 3-hour news cycle.
Well,
They're
maybe-
like 3 hours is too
Maybe it was
overwhelming.
too condensed. Yeah, you're getting all of the bad news in the nightly news.
Here we are meeting our youths for the first time. We got a young man in a Texas tux.
Down there, it's just called the Tux. Here's our wheelchair-bound, quote-unquote,
Invalid. We do have a disabled guy. Appears to be navigating, though. They rolled him out of the van. He's going to go pee in this coffee can on the side of the road. Kind of looks like Bobby Moynihan. You know, denim and chambray together. I'm into it. Oh, shit. All right, so Franklin just rolled down an embankment.
Oh, my God.
It's not so good.
Off to a bad start.
And let's remember, there's no stunt people. So
Yep.
they just straight up pushed Franklin down this embankment. They pushed this actor straight down. They were like, roll a lot. Make sure you roll more. Let's look at our composition. We got 2 young women, 3 young men. We got one girl who's like really into astrology. They've stopped at the side of the road to like go visit this random cemetery and be like, oh, your granddaddy's buried here. Check it out. And these people are like,
it's actually kind of an interesting mix of people because there's like this drunk guy who's like rolling around on the ground saying scary stuff. And then there's just a couple like guys in cowboy hats hanging out. Who
couple
are
guys who
behaving-
are going to lightly sexually harass everyone. Like, let me take your girl. I'll take her over there to the sheriff. Yeah, I'll just palm her back a little bit. That's fine. That's fine.
Franklin's a little too into describing how the slaughterhouse works.
Listen, people should know where their meat comes from. If you're going to eat the meat, you might as well understand where it comes from. All right, so now we have a hitchhiker.
What do you think of the verisimilitude so far?
It feels really enclosed, which is very uncomfortable. Like we're in this van, and we are in this van with a pretty like unhinged person.
The hitchhiker, yeah.
The hitchhiker. You know, he's got like dried animal pelts hanging from him. Is he covered in blood?
Is it blood or weird
Is it like
birthmarks?
a
I don't know.
birthmark? It's unclear, but then he's like showing them like all these horrible pictures of like slaughtered animals. It's very in your face. Like once you get out of the van, you feel that relief, but then it's like, oh, we're in this horrible house now. You know what I mean? This guy's just trying to drive also. The driver is just like panicking. All right, so now we got the hitchhiker's cutting on himself gleefully, just like cutting his hands up. It's not so good. He's
guess-
like cackling at everyone's discomfort. Like, it is time to kick the hitchhiker out of the van. Yeah, it is time for the Scooby Gang to kick this guy out of the mystery machine right now. All right, so they just let that guy cut himself too, right? Like
Probably real, yeah.
the Hanson and Hooper.
Henkel
And
and
Hooper.
Hooper.
Henkel and Hooper were like, all right, man, just cut on yourself just a little bit. Yeah, just cut on yourself a little bit like that. Yep. Go ahead. Now we're gonna do this in one take. So you just cut on yourself just a little bit, okay? Yep, and cut a little bit more. All right. We're gonna have to do another take. That's what directing this movie was like. And it's hot. It's directed by Boomhauer from King of the Hill. It's an interesting contrast between like the backwoodsy animal pelt bags that he has and then this like very expensive, I'm assuming, Polaroid camera, right? But have they taken it off a victim, you know? This is why you don't pick people up on the road. All right, so now the hitchhiker guy is cutting on everybody else. And I gotta say, it looks like they are really cutting on people. I
don't know if every time they do that it's real, but
even if you hadn't told me that, I would have been like, yup, I think they're really cutting on people.
Yeah.
It's like kind of relatable because like I think that we've all had an unsettling experience with a stranger. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, sure.
Like you've all been on like public transit late at night or like been somewhere where you feel like maybe you shouldn't be and you're like, oh, okay, who's this other person who's here with me? You know, like what do they want?
Well, maybe we could have read Franklin's
thanks.
horoscope before picking up the unhinged hitchhiker. It's like, don't pick up a hitchhiker.
All right, so Franklin has been cut upon. Yeah, all of these horoscopes are vaguely threatening.
It's funny that Tobe Hooper's from Texas because this movie is not doing Texas's reputation any
No.
favors.
Maybe this is his interpretation, you know, like maybe you have to live there to understand it. But, you know, like rural Texas in the 70s, like East Texas. Why would you go to the old Franklin place? Why would you do that?
All right, so they could stay at this gas station / barbecue restaurant.
And also Worm Store.
They could just do that like this nice man is telling them.
Yep, he's like, I got some good barbecue. The fuel truck's going to be by maybe tomorrow, maybe in a couple hours. You guys can just chill here, have some barbecue. You got Coca-Cola. You could get worms if you want to go fish. But they're like, no, we want to go see the old Franklin place. You did not.
After he repeatedly warned them not to. Confused about character named Franklin whose family name is Franklin his last name?
Unclear.
Is he Franklin? Mario, Luigi Mario.
Franklin's really been beaten up in this movie also.
All right, he rolled down the hill. He got
rolled down an
sliced with a
embankment.
shaving.
Razor.
Yeah.
This is why you always have to fill up your tank with gas, Tyler.
I'm being personally attacked for how long I wait to
Sometimes.
fill my tank.
Sometimes we have a little bit of a disagreement about when is the appropriate time to fill your tank up with gas.
I think the correct answer is somewhere between your standard and my standard.
Yes.
And I would like to point out, not that I need to compare myself to others, but I think there are people who go a lot longer than me without filling.
Well, I'm not married to those people. Just keep your car.
I let
keep your
the light
car-
come on.
Keep your car.
You don't
with
think the light should
at
ever
least
come
a
on?
quarter tank of gas. What if you're driving in East Texas and you have to get gas? What if there's an emergency and you need to flee as far as you possibly can, as quickly as you possibly can? Do you think that we should be stopping for gas in that scenario?
Don't let the light come on. You don't like the light. You think the light is kind of like, what the heck are you doing?
Absolutely not. That light, that's a red flag. I can't tell if this movie's like progressive for including a disabled
Yeah.
guy. And like,
He's just part of the friend group.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
no.
they make jokes about it, but he's not the butt of the
No.
joke. Like it's something you would say to your friend.
Yeah.
Like Franklin, you misjudged this, you're gonna have to tow us back in your chair. Just
So far-
interesting. You know what I mean?
So far, I see no problems with
I was expecting it to be handled much worse.
Yeah, I suspect it will be a problem for him later.
I will say that the landscape itself is unsettling. Like they do a good job of like capturing how unsettling this is.
They're really talking about Dracula,
Sure,
Bela
yeah.
Lugosi, a lot. It's come up several times
I haven't commented on it, but there is some really great 70s fashion here
on everybody.
on everybody. Equal opportunity. Also, I can't tell what Franklin's got in his mouth.
Yeah, what's he
Is it just like a
eating?
big old piece of beef jerky?
I don't know.
Like, you know what I mean?
It's like hanging out of his mouth like a comedy cigar.
But it is enormous. So now they're checking out this old abandoned place, right? The Franklin place.
Right, but they're not trespassing, technically, because it's in the family.
It's just an old house.
Yeah, it's just run down.
It does look very spooky and just dangerous. Like it just looks dangerous. I'm like, youths, do not go in here. Young people, no. Look, they got like spiders. Those daddy long legs are like boiling out of a hole. All right, nobody's helping Franklin get into this abandoned house. They've all left him, which is not very nice.
Okay, Franklin's crashing out a little bit.
Franklin invented the crash out, I think.
Well, I mean, this really hasn't been a good trip for him.
No, he fell down an embankment. A deranged man cut on him with a razor.
It's hot in general.
Hot.
He's been sweating.
Yep.
Everybody ran all over the house and abandoned him.
Yep, they left him. Also, Pam is not dressed for abandoned home exploration. She has like platform flip-flops on, short shorts, and a backless top. She's going to get tetanus. Listen, Pam can wear whatever she wants, but Pam, consider tetanus. This house is abandoned. It's dirty. There's some kind of weird...
What is that a skeleton of?
Relic with a bunch of animal bones laying in one of the ruined rooms here. Look at that heat rippling.
You can't fake that.
You can't. Wow.
That's just how hot it was while they filmed this movie.
That's gorgeous and horrible at the same time, right? Like,
at least these two are outside in this scene, but the rest of these scenes, they're doing that. They're just in a van, in a house, absolutely scorching. Their outfits, this couple are a study in contrasts. Minimal fabric and maximal fabric.
already unsettling.
This isn't good.
There's a house in the back of the Franklin house, and it appears that they might have some gasoline because you can hear a generator humming.
And there's like weird tarps hanging from trees.
Household items strung up and clinking.
Look at these beautiful sunflowers.
Don't trust those sunflowers,
Somebody's
son.
tending those, right? Or do
Yeah,
those just
somebody's
go wild?
tending to them. What do you think the fertilizer is, Tyler? Remains.
I think it's best if we just mind our own business and walk away from this building.
Good job, Tyler. You're making the right call.
And
making
fill
the right
up
choice.
our car with gasoline before it reaches a quarter of a tank.
Thank you. We would not be in this predicament. All right, there's lots of
Lot of
cars
vehicles.
underneath this tarp.
Awful lot of vehicles.
More vehicles than one man could ever need. I'm just saying.
I think he's making that leather mask out of car interiors.
I think he's making it out of someone's interiors. Probably should just go back to the filling station. Just rest, have some barbecue. Hang out with that slightly weird man. Don't go up to this house. Nope.
Lots of lush greenery here.
I don't trust it. Don't be fooled, Tyler, by the landscaping.
I'm going to say it. This movie, pretty good.
Pretty good,
Pretty
right?
good so far.
Oh, a tooth.
Oh, come on.
Where the the tooth come from?
Come on. That could just be someone with poor oral hygiene. Does it look like they have a lot of dentists around here?
Tyler, where did that tooth even come from? It just rolled out onto the porch.
What would you do if I placed a tooth I found on your hand like this man just did?
You would be in it. You would be in it, mister. You wouldn't even know. You're in big trouble there, guy. All right, the door just open. It just sighed open.
Like, I know that people in horror movies are dumb. We all know that that's a trope. But they are being exceptionally dumb because they know people are here because of the generator.
We got taxidermy. No, no, sir. A lot of skulls. A lot of pelts.
What's that noise?
It's not good.
Something's growling back there.
Oh, we were definitely making out to it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God, the man came out and he got him. He got him. He got him. He smacked him in the face. He got him. He just took him. He took him. And look, he's gone. He's so efficient. Holy shit. He got Kirk. Kirk's done.
We finally learned that character's name is Kirk.
Kirk's out of here, Pam.
Only after he got killed.
No, Pam. Pam, no. And Leatherface was ready. He had the apron. He had the mask. He had it all.
And he had no
was
reason
waiting.
to believe
He's
that these
just-
people were going to be here. So is he always ready like
He's
that?
always ready. He's always hanging out. That's his day clothes. He's got like 6 aprons straight up ready. Puts it on in the morning, takes it off at night. What the f***? Hell yeah!
I'm so glad we were recording your reaction. That was
This is crazy.
incredible.
This is crazy shit.
That was incredible. Wow.
Oh my God, she is now touching like feathers and antlers.
Regardless of the murder, this house is just dirty.
It's dirty.
I wouldn't want to be in here,
We
even
got
if there was no
chickens-
murder going
Chicken
on.
in a cage. Why is that chicken in a cage? I'm so interested in their choice to show the monster
Right away.
immediately.
I mean, it's not like they revealed too much. He's just
No.
a huge guy in a creepy mask, so
But,
we have
like-
more questions than answers so far, you know?
But like you see him. He
You
is
did
like
see him
there.
very early,
All right,
right?
here's some Ed Gein
The first murder
We got
was
bones in
on
the chair.
screen.
We got mama in the chair. We got a futon made of bones. Absolutely not.
I was thinking of redecorating our guest room.
I'm going to beat you up.
Maybe we can get some inspo from this room.
Absolutely
The
not.
bone
Look at all
room.
that twine. Oh,
I'm more concerned about the bones.
that
twine is
twine's going to be
also
scratchy.
unsettling.
We got a lot going on. There's a lot to unpack in here. That's a turtle shell.
Oh,
A little turt. All right, this chicken, not having a good time. A lot of bones. Where do you think they got all these bones?
that's a good question. I feel like these filmmakers should have been arrested.
Well, because, like, some of them are clearly fake bones,
Yeah.
but some of them are...
Some of these human skulls look real.
I'm not even so worried about the human skull. It's more the animal bones. Like,
Sure.
there's horse bones in
Oh,
there, goat bones,
Kate.
pig bones.
This is rural Texas. I'm sure there's lots of legitimate reasons for there to be animal bones laying around. Oh, she's barfing.
Oh, she's barfing.
She's barfing.
I'll be barfing too. I'll be barfing too, girl. Absolutely not. There's like guano everywhere in here. But you gotta barf quiet. You gotta barf quiet and you gotta leave quiet. Because here he comes.
Oh, he's back.
Here's this big Norwegian to take you. He's half Norwegian, half Icelandic, I think, if you're
That
wondering.
explains everything.
His father was a dentist. And he's big. He's a big
he's just
boy.
picked her up
Yep.
and is carrying her easily under his arm.
And Pam is slight, but like...
He's big.
He's
a big
big.
guy. Oh, wow.
Oh, man, he's going for this meat hook. He's just gonna hook her.
How
Just
often do people wander onto the property? Oh.
Yeah, he just sat her right on that meat hook. Not good.
Yeah, she's done.
She's done. Pam's done. She's cooked.
Man, the last thing her boyfriend did to her was place a tooth he found in her hand.
Yeah, like, come on, guy. Have some tact.
Here we go, one of these real chainsaws.
Yep, they're like, all right, fire it up, gunner.
Put it right near her face. Ugh, just his real, like, the fact that the mask is open at the mouth so you can just see
Yes,
his real
yeah.
lips and teeth is very disturbing.
And actually, Gunner is doing a lot of really good mouth acting
Sure.
here. He is like licking his chops. He is like grinning and like pulling his lips a little bit. And it's disturbing. It's upsetting.
Wow, so we're down 2 out of 5 already?
Done.
I feel like it just started.
This movie moves. You know.
I'm impressed.
Leatherface does not waste any time. He wakes up in the morning, he puts on the mask, he puts on the apron, and he waits. This also like kind of gives me a little bit of like Stephen King vibes of like Stephen King writes so often about like an evil place, right? A place that causes like good people to act badly. Right. And I feel like there's like a lot of snippy infighting that's happening between these group members that like, are we in an evil place, right? That like causes good people to become bad.
Intriguing.
You know? I just feel like it's been ramping up.
Yeah, they're fighting.
They're infighting. Why are we walking around rural Texas screaming someone else's name?
Gotta go find
Absolutely
your friends.
not. Nope. Just leave them. All right. So night is falling.
Yeah.
You need to lock yourself in the f***ing van. You do not have any other choices
Yeah.
if you want to live. Ed Gein is coming for you. And he's big. And he's motivated. He gets up every morning thinking about cutting flesh. These youths do not stand a chance. They're done. Anybody living after this? I don't think so. How many pieces are they going to be in? What's the poster? It was like,
what
who
was it?
will survive and how many pieces will they be missing or something? Oh, my stress level is through the roof. It's through the f***ing roof
This
right
is
now.
a very effective
I cannot
movie.
live like
I'm
this.
freaked out too.
I'm gonna barf. I love it.
I love it.
I love it. I f***ing love it. This is great. I can't believe we missed this by making out.
Yeah, I can't believe we didn't take our film studies seriously back then. We were
I'm
just
mad
looking
at my
for,
youthful
looking
self.
for excuses to smooch.
My mouth is dry. It's dry.
Would be a bad smooching movie then, you'd think.
Do not approach Jerry, whatever the your name is. I don't even need to know your name. You know why? Because you're gonna be dead. You're gonna be dead soon. All right. I don't even know. You could be anyone. A lot of good use of this screen door, though, I have to say. The way that the screen affects the shot is really interesting. It's like just opaque enough that you're like, you crane your neck a little bit to kind of like peek in, like as the viewer. Oh, all right. Hansen and Hobblefoot.
Henkel and Hooper.
Henkel and Hooper. I don't think you should have been cutting on people. I think maybe you should have brought an air conditioner, but you made something pretty interesting, I have to say. Don't walk in there, you hear whimpering. If I heard whimpering coming from a mysterious home, I simply would not go in there. That's it. Movie over. Oh, yeah. Go into the murder room.
Did Halloween stress you out this much? I feel like it never did. It never got to this point.
No, because I could think about Michael Myers running fast.
Yeah, Leatherface is a bit scarier than Michael Myers so far, right? Oh.
Yes and no, because there are a few really good shots in Halloween where Michael Myers appears from the darkness that I still think about.
And Michael Myers stalks you. This movie could have all been avoided if they didn't walk into this house.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like, Leatherface, not that he should have murdered anyone, but he was just defending his turf.
Yeah.
It's just a sickening, brutal sledgehammer to the head,
It
too.
really is.
It's, like, not...
And it doesn't always work.
It's not, like, over-the-top ridiculous in any way. It is just a gnarly, realistic sledgehammer kill.
I didn't realize that Gunnar was going to be making these guttural noises.
Could you imitate
either.
the sounds Leatherface is making right now?
It's kind of like, so it's clearly
Muffle yourself,
muffled by the mask, so it's like it's pretty disturbing. You're not going to like editing this, are you?
No.
My screams.
So many screams, so many bleeps.
It's so interesting too because I can't tell what Leatherface's motivation is here. You know what I mean? Like Michael Myers has a very clear, it's a disturbing motivation, but it is a very clear motivation, right? Like we understand why Michael Myers is doing what he does. He is single-minded. He is focused. He's taken his Ritalin. He is ready to go. He will follow you inexorably until he kills you with a knife, right? It appears, and I'm just saying this, I'm just spitballing. Leatherface doesn't really seem to have a narrative or a plan right now, right? Like you walk in the house, he like smacks you with the sledgehammer, and then he kind of like screams gutturally, panics for a little bit, and then he like decides what to do, right? Like it feels very impulsive and like without reason or narrative chaotic, right now. It's like very chaotic, and that worries me. I'm a barf. I'm just gonna barf. I'm gonna barf. Stop screaming. Everyone just stop screaming. I'm done.
And a lot of times we would pause this and finish the recording later. I get the impression that you need to see this through to the end.
I think I need to finish this movie. Like, I don't think I can eat dinner until we're done.
Yeah.
It's 6:04. I should be eating dinner right now, but I can't. I can't eat dinner.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Katie, someone who has to fill her gas tank up the moment that it reaches a quarter tank, is very regimented in her early dinner time. So it's a big deal for us to not be eating right now. This is a big deal for me.
This is a big deal. Big deal.
Also, movie isn't really making us too hungry. I'm
not really hungry, but I am hungry. Like I'm physically hungry, but I'm not emotionally hungry.
Those Halloween podcasts took us like 500 separate recording sessions to do. Halloween 6, we split into like 8 chunks. I gotta tell you, this is brutal. It's great. It's brutal. Could we just lift Franklin into the van and lock him in? No. Motherfucker Toby Hooper reportedly hoped that the MPAA would give the complete uncut release a PG rating due to the minimal amount of visible gore. Instead, it was originally rated X. Then they cut several minutes and received an R rating. Toby. Ooh, in San Francisco, cinemagoers walked out in disgust. And in February 1976, 2 theaters in Ottawa were advised by local police to withdraw the film. Half an hour to go. 2 survivors, Franklin and Sally. Girl, no. Is Leatherface that guy's brother? We don't know. He's got to be. The hitchhiker? Yeah. We don't know yet. You'd think so. Right, because he used to work at the slaughterhouse. Or now he doesn't work. Enough freaks and weirdos in this town that maybe it's his brother, maybe it's not. I think they're victims of industrialization, right? Rust Belt. Yeah, what was he saying? That the air gun slaughterhouse tool has put a lot of the hammer swingers out of work. And this guy's pretty good hammer swinger. He's big. He's a big boy. So what Leatherface's origin story is he was born to slaughter things with a sledgehammer, and now that he can't do that for a living anymore, he just will compulsively do it to anyone who comes to his house. Just saying, maybe if Leatherface got into a job training program. Right, like instead of just laying him off, if they were like, we're going to lay you off and teach you go to the community college, operate the bolt gun. Maybe get an associate's degree. He wouldn't be in this situation. I'm just saying. He's just a guy who only has one skill right now. Oh, look, here's some genuine filmed at night footage. Yeah. You know how I always complain about, I don't know if the listeners know, I always complain in modern movies and shows when they just film a night scene during the day and then just make everything blue, and you could just tell the sun is shining. This is night. This is why they do that, though. It's very difficult to see. Absolutely torturous night footage. But it's real. It's scary. That's what it would be like to be outside at night. It sucks. Right. It sucks. Right. I am going to tell you that when all you got is a hammer, every problem looks like a cow's forehead. There he is. Yep. Coming in. Oh my God. Wait. He just cut the
out of Franklin. He just went straight into Franklin with the chainsaw.
He basically cut Franklin in half down the middle.
And he came out of nowhere. He was, I mean, they weren't being quiet.
So this is also the first time someone has not entered the home before they got murdered.
He's on the property.
Wow, so it's just Sally now?
Just Sally. I mean, maybe one of them's crawling around in the guano room.
I don't remember her name, but she's the one...
Pamela.
Pam's in the freezer.
Yeah.
She's in the chest freezer. She sat up like Don't Wake Daddy.
Again,
earlier.
I want Sally to be able to wear whatever she wants, but I think she'd be able to run faster if she was wearing a bra.
Perhaps a sports bra.
You gotta suit up every day, like Leatherface is coming for you. Here's Leatherface doing a little light landscaping. He's just cutting through the branches, through the brambles as he chases Sally. Look at him. He's really swinging that chainsaw, though. And as we know, there is a real chain on it. Like, I think Gunner might have cut himself.
And his vision is impeded by the mask, so it's like very extra unsafe. Wow, he can haul.
How much do you think they were feeding Gunner on this set? What do you think craft services was like? It was probably just barbecue.
He's running like a linebacker through these woods.
Absolutely. And he is jacked. And he's a big boy. And this is a shot, like, it's a low shot, right? Like,
yeah.
We're supposed to see Leatherface as like 10 feet tall in this shot, but I think he might be 10 feet tall. I'm gonna barf.
It's a good thing we didn't eat dinner yet.
Yeah.
Our mac and cheese will have to wait.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. Sally's hair is caught in that bramble. Oh, Sally. No, you're done, girl.
No. She's getting out.
Oh, Sally, you're not going to be the final girl.
She is the final girl.
That's it.
She's the final girl now. Do you have to survive the movie to be the final girl?
I thought
you just have to be the last one alive. I don't know if your end...
Man, Gunner is fast. He is so fast. I cannot handle how fast he is.
Oh, no. Is she going to the house?
Yeah.
She's like going to the house for help. She doesn't know that's his.
I would simply not answer my door. I know that's cruel. If someone came up screaming, I would just call the police and I would just wait for them to arrive. I'm sorry, anyone who's arriving at my door.
Oh, wow. She's seeking shelter in Leatherface's house.
Don't do it, girl.
He knows how to get in this house, Sally.
Leatherface does not simply turn the doorknob. He just chainsaws through the door, which I think is like a good indication of like where he's at mentally. All right, we got dead daddy up there.
There's just a couple who've just passed away upstairs.
That's mom and dad. It's very Eddie Gein.
Yeah.
Right? We got the two dead parents up here in the attic. Maybe like a dog, too, a little pet.
Some sort of pet.
Very psycho, right?
Uh-huh.
Very,
Yeah, Norman Bates.
Which
was also Ed Gein, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Much slower burn, though, than this. This is fast and loud, baby. Fast and loud.
Well, Psycho had to walk so Texas Chainsaw Massacre could run, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I guess Psycho's the granddaddy daddy.
You could keep going back and back and back here. Dracula, Nosferatu.
Frankenstein, certainly.
Of course.
Right?
Why do you think I made you watch all those a couple years ago?
He's very Frankenstein's monster looking,
yeah.
Right? He's like a Frankenstein's monster of his own making. Interesting that you got somebody who's playing both Dr. Frankenstein and the monster here. And it's Gunner, and he's 10 f***ing feet tall, and he can run 30 miles an hour. Jesus Christ!
Hey, I don't think there's enough bleeps in this episode. Could you curse one more time?
Gunner's hauling
Lower on my list of priority bleeps, but I do still bleep it.
He's the fastest f***ing guy alive. Oh my God. I gotta start running. I gotta take up running so I can outrun Gunner. I'm not gonna sleep for days, man.
I do think this is gonna give me nightmares.
This movie is gonna f*** me up. It's great. I love it.
It's nice to see something like this that has been iterated on and possibly improved on over the years so much, like still works so well.
As a horror film, absolutely holds up.
Yeah.
Unquestionably.
This is great.
And normally I would think that this like very long chase scene, it starts out outside, goes inside, she jumps out a window, she's running away, she's still running. It would feel gratuitous, but I gotta say, I'm completely engrossed.
Yeah,
like unquestioningly engrossed
he's like
by
persistence hunting her, you know? Like the duration of this is part of the horror, you know?
Right? Yeah. She's just running. She's running and running and running.
Oh, she made it all the way to the gas station.
Yeah, because she's been running for 20 minutes, Tyler.
Because I don't think these are that close.
No, she's all right. She's at the gas station.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
I was wondering what we were going to do now. There's just one character left, but now we've got this poor guy.
Oh.
He's cooked. He's doomed.
Lock it in. Lock up. Go to an interior room.
Told you shouldn't have gone there. Remember when I said stay here and have barbecue?
Could have stayed here and had barbecue.
He might There's no might here, Sally.
All right, so-
he will be coming to this gas station. He's here already.
Here we are at the gas station with this guy who was only like 10% creepy. And now Sally is here. She's just absolutely, completely understandably hysterical, right? Like she is absolutely overcome. And this nice man is only caressing her a little bit, which is great.
I think he thinks he's helping.
I can't tell.
He is really putting his hands on her.
If I was this upset, I don't think I would want touches. What's his name's got the right idea, right?
Yeah,
we have to leave this place.
Yeah.
But wrong way of going about it, you know?
Oh, yeah, don't leave that door wide open, man.
Oh, man. All right, we got a lot of barbecuing in this barbecue oven.
Uh-oh, wait.
Henkel and Hooper, I get it. Kudos to you, Henkel and Hooper. We have this like kind of quiet moment where old what's-his-name is getting the truck. We're listening to the news on the radio. We have a minute to look at the barbecue. And like we catch our breath, which makes me feel very uneasy, right? Like, okay, this isn't good. What's happening
Here's
here?
a twist.
Okay, the gas station attendant has proven to be in league with Leatherface, right? And now he's hitting her with a broom just over and over. And I know it's not supposed to be funny, but he's just hitting her with like the straw part of the broom at the start. And like it's not doing anything. It's just like scratching her.
It was enough to overpower her, unfortunately.
No, he broke the broom in half.
Oh, I see.
The caressing gentleman from the gas station who I was like, I don't want those caresses. Turns out he's in league with old Leatherface. But like that moment to catch your breath makes this just like all the more up. I'm out. Jesus Christ. Remember, it's 96 degrees with 98% humidity right now.
She's got a burlap bag
It's
on
hot.
her head and is next to a barbecue.
Yep.
Yikes.
All right, so she's all trussed up like a little piece of livestock. I don't know who this guy is. What's his name?
It's the gas station guy.
Gas station guy. A really interesting detail, right? That he puts Sally. He puts Sally in the truck. He trusses her up, puts her in the truck. And then he goes and turns the lights out and closes the door to the gas station, right? Just implies that like he's someone who is in his right mind and is engaging in these activities, right? Or at least ostensibly in his right mind. Now he's just poking her for no reason. That's not nice. All right, maybe they shouldn't have stayed at the gas station and had barbecue either.
So yeah, would they have? Yeah, that's an interesting.
Do you think they
point.
would have met the same fate?
Right, I don't know.
My question: why did they not simply keep 3/4 of a tank of gas in there at all times? Stop at every gas station.
3/4?
Tyler.
As soon as your needle drops below F, you're like, I gotta fill it.
When you are in a capital E, capital A, evil area, you need to keep your car filled with gas at all times. You do. It's just science. So this is just a whole cannibalism family. This is just a whole up family unit. Here they are, coming home, gonna eat some dinner, got stuff in the chest freezer. It's a woman. It's not good. Go ahead. Thanksgiving Day is coming. Jesus Christ. It's bad. This is bad. This is very bad, guys. How are these people related? Are they like blood relatives? Are they just like all like, okay, we're up, so now we're just family? Is this like a chosen family, found family situation?
Gonna have Friendsgiving.
Man, there's a lot of screaming.
Well, there you go. That guy's Leatherface's brother.
Yep.
Not sure about the gas station guy.
Gas station attendant, who knows? Maybe it's like their cousin. He
really
seems
unhealthy
to,
family dynamics.
Yeah. Well, and he seems to serve like almost a parental role right here where he's disciplining both the hitchhiker and Leatherface, right? And Leatherface appears to be afraid of him.
Yeah.
He's like cowering.
He's doing his screams
right?
and whimpers. Well, he's got a different wig on now.
Poor Sally. It's like just when you thought it couldn't get worse, it's like the hitchhiker guy. Like, yep, I was right. This guy was horrible. And this actor playing Sally is going through it, right? Like, this is a very physical role. You know what I mean? Like, this is a lot. All right, so that's Grandpa. I guess that's Dad?
Wait, no, he said get upstairs.
Yeah, he said get upstairs and get your grandpa.
What? Is that the dead guy upstairs?
Could be. I believe Leatherface has changed his wig because now he's playing Mother. He's got the apron, right?
Kind of got a Mrs. Doubtfire thing going on.
He does kind of have a Mrs. Doubtfire
Remember when the
thing
mask
going
falls
on.
out of the window and gets lit on fire and run
Yep.
over?
Right? Like he's got like a woman's wig. I'm just saying, he probably could have gone to junior college, picked up a skill. We're just starting to look at punch cards and stuff. He likes putting holes in things. He could have punched a card instead of sledgehammering a skull. Transferable skill. Just saying. Could have moved to Houston, had a nice life. Maybe gotten some therapy. All right, there's Granddad.
All right, so when they have dinner, they drag the dead bodies downstairs.
Yep.
and place them at the table.
And the humidity leads me to believe that these corpses would not be in such good condition,
Well,
right?
we don't know when they died.
They essentially are looking very much like a bog body, right? Like an organic mummy. But with 96% humidity, you're not getting an organic mummy.
And there's
unless
no,
they're in a bog.
There's
you know?
dehumidifiers or
No,
air conditioners
surely
in this
not
house.
in here, right?
They do have a
So-
generator.
They do, but they're not running an AC on Grandpa, right? Like an organic mummy often is formed in like a hot, arid, dry climate or inside a bog.
Maybe he died yesterday.
Now you got a hot bog. That's just human soup. That's not good. Hot, humid, Grandpop would not be looking this good. I have to engage in this analysis because otherwise I'm gonna barf.
We can agree, though, that this movie's on a whole different level than Halloween.
Whole nother level, man.
Like, I know we were comparing the killers, just the killers in isolation from the two movies, but as a movie and the kind of feelings it makes you feel. And, like, here's the thing, though. I would watch Halloween again. I don't think I ever need to watch this
I don't know
again.
if I can watch this again. Like, physically, I don't know if I could do it. All right, so they're definitely going to really cut this actress playing Sally now.
Uh-huh. Yep,
Oh,
yep,
they
yep.
definitely
They're just
really
cutting
cut her. They were like, yep, let's cut you. Just a little bit.
No, Grandpa's not dead.
Okay, well, that's why Grandpa's not looking so good. He's not dead.
Oh,
Grandpa's
my
still alive.
good God.
Grandpa's drinking the blood. Grandpa is drinking the blood. Oh, my God. I'm going to barf. I'm going to barf. Wow. Okay.
Grandpa's about to jump up like the Six Flags advertising guy and do a big dance on the table.
Grandpa's alive. They just had him just stewing in that hot attic, too. Like, get him a glass of water. Get him a
Holy
body armor
moly.
light. Get him a Gatorade. He's in a suit in that hot environment. That's just elder abuse. That makes me bummed out. Maybe Grandpa likes it. I don't know. Leatherface has on yet another face.
Yeah. It's got
And this
makeup.
face has makeup on. And they're all just kind of engaging in this like communal scream, right? Like Sally is screaming for good reason. This is horrifying. But they all are screaming. She's like, don't kill me. I would be like, please kill me. Because like whatever you're going to do to me is going to be worse. Like, you know what I mean?
And
I would be like,
Leatherface.
just end it. Just let me die.
Leatherface looking like a kid who got into the makeup.
Yeah.
Who is she pleading with to have them stop, make it stop? Which person does she think is going to help?
I think maybe she's pleading with the gas station attendant. You know what I mean?
Most,
like he's the most sort of like visually together.
Yeah.
You know? Man, okay, so there's also like a hanging pendant lamp that is just a face.
Yep. Well, look at the skeleton lamp in the background too. Leaving it in my will. I want to be made into a skeleton lamp, a la the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and you have to hang it in your home. It's just all the screaming and them screaming back. I don't think I've ever seen a horror movie with this level of just like unhinged. Because it probably would be like this.
I mean, they also probably have a prion disease.
Oh.
These cannibals, right?
Intriguing.
Who are these individuals who are engaging in cannibalism. Like they probably, in addition to being mentally ill, have like an organic prion disease. Cannibalism affects you, like Creutzfeldt-Jakob syndrome, things like that. But she's not thinking about that right now. How old do you think the grandpop is? Is he like a 1970s, like 60-year-old or?
Right, or is he like 100 like he looks?
They're like, yeah, we're going to let grandpa cut on Sally a little bit. He's
Grandpa
really old, though.
Cannot even move.
He can't even hold his head up.
He can't chew without his jaw being operated by someone else externally.
So, like, ostensibly, grandpa has engaged in this for
It seems like it's a
years.
family. It's a family affair.
So they're saying grandpa was the best sledgehammerer.
He's the best
At the
at what he did.
slaughterhouse.
Yeah, not with humans.
No,
yeah,
no.
back in the day.
But because they don't have any transferable skills, they're like, all we know is slaughtering. That's it. That's all we know how to do. They're like, let grandpa hit her a little.
The screaming is so visceral, and it's
and
been going on for so long.
How much acting is Sally doing at this point, right? Like, how much acting is this actor doing? I think she wants this to be done.
Yeah,
It
imagine
is
signing
hot.
up for this movie.
It is hot in here, right? They are in a Texas farmhouse. It is dirty. She is dirty. We are at 96% humidity, right? Like, I just want to be done. I would just be ready to be done. I too would be like, yep, let me die. All right, grandpa cannot hold the hammer, which I know is supposed to be like really up and scary, but it kind of makes me laugh a little. Somebody just like get Grandpa a little liquid IV, you know? He's looking dry. All right, so they're just like really giving Grandpa a lot of chances to hit Sally.
And so it's like way worse for her because she's getting like glanced by this thing, you know, lightly.
Yeah.
Not ending her life. Ugh.
This is going to give you nightmares. You're going to be messed up by this.
Hot take, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is disturbing. So you want to plan a vacation to East Texas?
No, I don't think so.
That's the second time she's jumped
Sally
through a window.
Wants to live so bad.
I just also don't trust these guys to have had good breakaway glass.
No, yeah, absolutely not. She just jumped through a straight up real glass window. Sally is working so hard to live. I'm really proud of her.
They've been screaming so long it's morning.
I would simply just let them kill me. I would just die.
She tried. Grandpa couldn't do it. You know, maybe what Halloween does differently is it makes a movie, it takes the scary parts of this, but makes it enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, maybe. All right, so old what's-his-name has been run over.
The brother, the hitchhiking brother, he's done.
Done.
Run over by a truck. Sally actively getting stabbed and slaughtered while running away.
And cut and sliced.
Oh, oh, no. This poor truck driver. Oh, here we go.
Right.
I mean, it helps that this truck driver is as tall.
Yeah, he's beefy.
Yeah, he's as big as Leatherface,
he's a big boy.
Wow. He did not sign up for this.
He did not, but he picked up a pipe wrench just the same. He was like, ma'am, I will help you.
All right.
See, that's your only choice. You got to throw the pipe wrench. Now, Leatherface has cut himself with the chainsaw.
You know this truck driver's like, I knew I shouldn't have taken this route through East Texas.
No. Whatever this is, no.
Uh-oh.
No.
Is that car just...
But who's driving the car, do you think? Who do you think could be driving
Whose pickup truck is this? What about the truck driver?
He ran away.
I cannot believe Sally just jumped in this pickup truck.
What would you do, Tyler?
Abandoned the 18-wheeler truck driver to his fate. It is just one of the most unhinged Final Girl performances.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not one of it's the most unhinged Final Girl performance I've ever seen.
And then we kind of have this like
ballet.
Little artsy-fartsy dream ballet with Leatherface doing a dance with his chainsaw.
Yeah, an angry dance.
Is he angry?
To the sunrise.
I can't tell.
And that's it.
Okay.
What a film. Quick movie. They get you in, they get you out, under 90 minutes.
Whew. All right. What did you think?
I am forever changed by what I just watched.
This was f***ed up, man.
Yeah, what did you think,
This was crazy. It was pretty wild, I gotta tell you. I was absolutely locked in.
Yeah, it's captivating.
For 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely. I did not want to move, but it was a lot. Okay, it was good.
We did have to stop once to go change the laundry, but you made me hold your hand and escort you to the basement.
This was a lot. Even though there wasn't a lot of blood and gore.
Yeah, it could have been PG.
Could have been. This guy was like, yeah, this could be PG. Sure. It was super violent, you know? And even just like from like a violence against women standpoint, you know? Where you're just like, wow, this is like a really extended, like the last 25 minutes of the movie is just like one extended torture scene.
Because everybody else gets it pretty quick. Gets their death almost instantly, you know?
Ooh-wee. I mean, it was scary. I'm not going to lie. That first kill where Leatherface comes out and he is revealed very quickly and he just whaps.
Hang on, I'm going to drop in. I'm going to copy and paste the audio from earlier in the episode. It sounded something like this.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God, the man came out and he got him. He got him. What'd you guys think of that? Pretty scary. But yeah, that was like, there were a few moments in this movie where I was actually like jump scared. And then the rest of the time, I just felt very uneasy, a lot of unease and malaise, and I didn't like it.
And they did a great job of that mix. Because we get one really good jump scare, the first kill.
Yeah.
A couple smaller ones, but then it stops being, as soon as we're in the like extended dinner scene, there's no more jump scares. It is just dreadful.
Well, and it's also such a like reversal of like a typical American household and a typical American family, right? Like you have Leatherface acting as like the mom wearing a mom face and a wig, and he's prepared like ostensibly like this cannibalistic meal. You know, you have Daddy coming home from work at the gas station, disciplining both his wife, Leatherface as wife, and like the hitchhiker as son. And then you got Grandpa. Grandpa's just up beyond all recognition. Grandpa is foobar. He is just done. There's a lot of themes to unpack here, and I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, lots to think about.
Right? Like industrialization, putting people out of jobs. a criticism of like what does it mean to be the classic American family in 1973. Meat and the meat industry.
I feel like this movie, I'm surprised it's not just the filmmakers trying to make people vegetarians.
Right? There's a lot to unpack, like teens with malaise, youths with malaise. Well,
but then their genius criticism of the news being too violent is to make the most violent, disgusting movie ever. Doesn't that just contribute to the issue?
All right.
So we're going to get through the whole series, not including, we'll stop before Jessica Biel. Oh, I will tell you, even though I've never seen them, the others are they're all very different than this.
Okay. Interesting.
They're going to go in different, interesting directions. They're not just trying to recreate this.
Before we watch the next one, can I watch like a video of puppies and kittens or something?
Okay, Kate, before we watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, as you asked for, here's Kittens Meet Puppies for the first time from
Amazing.
BuzzFeed Video.
Thank you. Oh, look at those
The
little
puppies.
guys.
There's the kittens. They're opening the
Kittens are
crates.
so cute. Do you think the kittens are going to have triangle tails?
Look at these little stupid cats stumbling around.
Oh,
Oh, that
that
one's
one
running
ran right out. So look, the puppies are scared.
Yeah, the puppies don't want to come out of their crate. They're very
Yeah.
comfy. Look,
just-
there's a little kitten going over there.
Yeah.
Oh, they're sniffing each other.
This is amazing.
Wow. This proves that hatred really is taught.
Just like in South Pacific, which we'll cover
Oh, God.
in a Cool Sheet Classic later.
Next year.
Look at those little kittens and puppies.
Everybody seems pretty happy.
Thank you for bringing this to me.
Oh, look, that puppy put his paw on that kitten.
This is
in
the
a
best thing
gentle-
we've watched
Look,
in a long time.
look at that. Oh, that dog's licking that cat's tail. Oh, look, they're rolling around.
This is pretty good, right? Don't you dare end this early. I need to watch the whole...
It's a minute and 59 seconds.
I need to watch
so
the whole minute and 59 seconds.
We can do that.
I just love watching little puppies and kittens stumble around.
You also asked for a contemporary review. Here's Roger Ebert from 1974 for the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm just going to give you some highlights. I can't imagine why anyone would want to make a movie like this, and yet it's well made, well acted, and all too effective.
Honestly, Ebert, I kind of agree.
Horror and exploitation films almost always turn a profit if they're brought in at the right price, so they provide a good starting place for ambitious would-be filmmakers who can't get more conventional projects off the ground. The Texas Chainsaw Massacres belong in a select company with The Night of the Living Dead and Last House on the Left of films that are really a lot better than the genre requires. Not, however, that you'd necessarily enjoy seeing it. Basically, his theme throughout this is this movie is really well made, but
You don't want to watch it again.
I don't want to see it again. It shouldn't, not that it shouldn't exist, but what you're left with, though, is an effective production in the service of an unnecessary movie.
Agreed.
Protagonist who leaps through no fewer than 2 windows. He gives it a grudging admiration. So there you go. There's some of Ebert's review. He thinks it's actually better than it almost should be. Kate, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
All right, I think my palate's been cleansed. Go ahead.
Have you ever seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2?
No.
I don't need to ask you this again in this episode?
No.
You've never seen 3 or 4 as well?
I don't think so.
Okay, Kate, well,
Not to my knowledge.
12 years after the original,
12 years.
I know.
Wow.
Tobe Hooper, he makes several other less well-remembered slasher movies, and he directed something that is well-remembered, Poltergeist.
Oh.
You've seen Poltergeist.
Yeah. Forgot to move the bodies.
But Poltergeist kind of is infamously troubled, and there's a lot of debate of did Steven Spielberg take over directing it, but Tobe Hooper still got credit. So you can't even fully attribute Poltergeist to Tobe Hooper, because maybe he didn't actually direct most of it. We don't really know. Anyway, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre was re-released into theaters several times between 1974 and 12 years later when we're going to get to the sequel, and it always has great success. And after a particularly successful re-release, there was enough interest in a sequel to get Hooper on board to say, yeah, I'll do it, and to secure the funding. This time, instead of Henkel as writing partner, Hooper hires screenwriter L.M. Kit Carson. What a name. That's a lot.
Wow,
It's a
what
lot of
a
initials,
great
a lot
name.
of words to write a script by themselves, but Hooper instructs him to make it funnier.
Oh.
Hooper says the original was always intended to be darkly funny, but he felt like critics didn't get it or acknowledge it.
Toby.
I don't know.
Toby.
Do you think the original was darkly funny?
I think it had its moments, right? When they're doing like the astrology
Sure.
in the van. And it's like,
right after he gets cut on by the... Yes.
Yeah. Like I think there are definitely moments where it's darkly funny, but I would not say like overarchingly, this is a darkly funny movie.
Here's the poster for part 2.
What the hell?
Can you describe it?
Leatherface is here and he's kind of doing like a black power fist and there's a chainsaw and Grandpa's back, I guess, and an albino guy. and then the guy from the gas station, and then I can't tell who's laying down.
It kind of looks like burned and dead.
Yeah.
So the fist, you don't get the fist. Hang on.
I don't get the fist.
You don't get it.
Why don't I get the fist? What
Kate,
is this? Oh my
here's
God.
the Breakfast Club poster.
Oh no, it's the
And-
Breakfast Club poster?
Bender isn't really doing his famous Breakfast Club fist, but at the end of the Breakfast Club, it ends with a freeze frame of him holding his fist up.
Tyler.
So The Breakfast Club came out in 1985. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 came out in 1986. And we're going to emphasize, I haven't seen it, so I don't know how well or how to what extent any of this is going to happen, but this is the backstory. We're going to emphasize the quote-unquote comedic elements that were quote-unquote
present,
underappreciated in the first one. And the poster is itself a direct parody.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I guess is kind of a funny idea. It's like, wow, look at this crew. If you thought the Breakfast Club was weird, wait till you see the family from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay.
The point is, this is going to be a very different take on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and upon its release on August 22nd, 1986, this movie was not well received. It was so different from the original that people generally did not like it, but it has been critically reevaluated in the time since,
Okay.
and has a better reputation now, maybe.
Okay.
I think, whatever, people weren't ready for Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
All right,
I think that's what Toby Hooper
Mr.
thought.
Toby Hooper
Yeah.
apologist over there.
3 actors play Leatherface in this movie in different scenes. Bill Johnson, Bob Elmore, and Tom Morga. We mentioned Tom Morga on our Halloween episode last year because he's the only actor who has played Jason Voorhees, Leatherface, and Michael Myers.
Oh, right,
And he
yeah.
was Michael Myers, one of the Michael Myers in Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Dennis Hopper is in this.
What?
And those are all my notes for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2.
Okay.
So, yeah, it kind of has some cult, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre is like a classic in a way. Like
That
people
is-
know it's
yep.
disgusting, but everybody acknowledges
Yeah.
the impact, the importance.
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 kind of is a cult classic, but definitely,
Okay.
I mean, 12 years later is wild.
That is wild.
It's wild.
It's like if we were making a Mount Rushmore of
Ooh.
horror movie
Slasher movie
slasher
specifically?
movie villains,
Okay.
right? Like Leatherface goes on there, Michael Myers goes on
Yeah,
there.
Leatherface is the George Washington of
Yeah,
the
oh, absolutely.
Mount Rushmore, right?
Yeah.
Jason
Freddy
Voorhees?
Krueger goes on there,
Oh,
and Jason Voorhees goes on
Those are
there.
the 4. I
right?
think you're right. I don't think that's controversial. Yeah.
But I will say, like, from our Halloween
Mm-hmm.
viewing extravaganza last year at the
Mm-hmm.
movies, the Halloween movies, they do get very silly at some point. At a certain
Yeah, so interesting that this is, and what you have to remember is in these 12 years between Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1 and 2, all of that stuff has now emerged
Yes.
has been sort of influenced and created, like including many of the sequels to all of those
Yes,
series you
yeah.
just mentioned. That's interesting. It's like if he's gonna do it,
Yeah, do you make
you
it
make
silly?
it silly. I'm very curious to see what Toby Hooper thinks are the silly elements that
Toby.
needed to be emphasized here. I'm hoping it just means it'll be less
Violent?
disturbing, hard to watch.
Less violence against women? I don't know,
Something
man.
makes me doubt that, but
Texas
I don't know.
Chainsaw Massacre gave me scary dreams
Oh yeah, I guess it's worth saying we watched that.
like 2 nights ago.
Yeah, it's been several days have passed in
I gave
in our
me,
lives.
It gave me scary dreams,
we weren't
guys.
able to just go roll right into this. Okay,
No, I wasn't okay.
buckle up.
Boys, boys, boys.
What the hell's going on here? That the American way of entering a man's home singing like that? Oh, I get it. The old pressure game, huh?
Boys, you never should have been doing this.
Who sent you? Those sissies over at Del Mar Catering? That chicken burrito man bunch? Well, I don't care, you hear? Yeah, that's right. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and from where I sit, there just ain't enough damn dog.
8 more days till spooky time, spooky time, spooky time. 8 more days till spooky time. Not-Stalgia.
I just don't think the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was arty gratis.
Art grati.
Oh, we could have just listened
Yeah.
to this. We didn't even have to watch the first movie. Here's the full recap. Okay, Sally got away. She's catatonic.
You know what's interesting too? I don't think we talked about this in Texas Chainsaw 1. They're a cannibal family, but they're making barbecue because they're
And
in
s-
East Texas.
And selling it.
Yeah,
You could,
that's
if
all.
they had stayed at the gas station,
Yeah.
right, they would have been eating human barbecue.
The Texas Sheriff's Department, U.S. Marshals situation cannot find the house where...
Four teenagers separately were able to stumble upon the house by
Yes.
accident. The
Yes.
police department unable to locate them. And yet they're saying the murders have continued.
They're like, we must militarize our police force. We have to go find Leatherface, get us a tank. And then like 4 teenagers found it.
Starring Dennis Hopper.
What is Dennis Hopper doing here?
Well, it's 1986.
Yeah.
Same era. He's going to be doing Blue Velvet soon. He's going through it.
I guess. All right, the music is a lot more jarring.
There's more of it, too. I
Costume
feel like.
designer Karen Hooper. You think they're married?
Dennis Hopper, different spelling, and
Yeah.
Hooper, too.
You think they're married?
I don't know.
And Toby Hooper did the music, which is so interesting. That is he trying to do like a John Carpenter thing,
He
or is
beat John
is John
Carpenter.
Carpenter trying to do a him thing?
I think they were both trying to do a save money thing.
Yeah, maybe. The difference is that John Carpenter's music is like pretty good.
It's iconic. L.M. Kit Carson.
What a great name. Why do we always record the Texas Chainsaw Massacre episodes like bookending lunch and dinner?
we gotta change.
We gotta
We
reevaluate.
gotta change our schedule.
So we've just opened.
After the like scary psycho string music.
Yes. We get like what is it? Is it like R&B?
Well, it's the 80s. The song that begins with
It's like
chain,
a very 80s
chain.
vaporwave, right?
Yeah.
Like So now we've got like these yuppies, right? So it's like these yuppie preppy guys driving around in like a Mercedes convertible.
They would be the villains in an
Yes.
80s teen movie.
Yes. Oh, here's a cool DJ girl. I'm just confused though. Like why do these high school boys are just shooting a revolver at road signs?
What else do you do for fun, Kate?
Yes.
That's why we have our Second Amendment rights, Kate. Different vibe, though, clearly.
Yes, very
Totally
vibe.
different. Which is, I think, good when you're doing what we're doing and trying to watch 4 movies back to back to
Yes.
back. It's nice for a change, but if you were looking for a tonally equivalent sequel, maybe not what you're looking for. And I don't know where this movie's going, but if these guys are going to get murdered, it's like so interesting that they're making them as unlikable as possible.
Right?
It's not like you're going to be like, oh no, those guys.
I'm not even sure how to describe this. It's like a guy wearing a corpse. He's like doing a little dance with the chainsaw.
This is a much higher level of, for the family and for Leatherface, this is a much higher level of effort and like sort of production
theater,
value
yeah.
for them to spook their victims, you know?
Because like Leatherface does understand the power of theater, right? Like we remember in Texas Chainsaw 1, like he creates a banquet scene.
Yeah.
You know, that sends up the traditional American family.
And maybe we are
But-
to believe in these 12 years, we're in the freewheeling wild 80s.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just upped his game, right?
He's gone to junior college,
He's studied
gotten an
production
associate
design.
arts in theater. Leatherface has now revealed himself
Yeah.
as kind of like puppeting a corpse.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind
And
of cool.
It is. There's a lot of fascinating puppetry happening here. And obviously you see Leatherface with the classic mask, but you can tell it's not, what's his name?
Oh, you know, it's. I shouldn't have told you. Would you have known if it wasn't
because he's not doing any like good
big guy.
mouth acting.
Well, and like I hope we get multiple masks, but so far
Yeah.
this mask not as good.
No, not as cool.
That mask, the mask we see him in the whole first section
So
of
unsettling.
the first movie. Oh wow.
Oh, this is silly. This is like Evil Dead 2.
Yeah, the one guy he just got his top of his head chainsawed off, and
Yeah,
there's just blood
it was like
squirting
spurting.
out.
So Leatherface just cut the car open with his chainsaw.
Yeah, we're doing Leatherface is doing Fast and the Furious style,
Yes.
car-based kills.
It's like an automobile ballet. And then you got Dennis Hopper here. He's
He's like a cartoon sheriff.
He's dressed as like if you looked up small town Texas sheriff in the dictionary, you would see a picture of him, like complete with a paneled suit.
I think he looks great.
I know you do.
All right, look, there's underlying themes. We're kind of exploring Texas football culture.
I guess. Dennis Hopper has found Stretch the DJ.
They're going to team up to solve this case.
And honestly, Stretch the DJ is wearing a bedazzled chambray shirt and bedazzled jean shorts. And
Every stitch is bedazzled.
I'm telling you that Levi's is literally selling this right now. This is very Cowboy Carter. Look at it.
There's also something interesting going on about like Dallas area, more city Texas, and their opinions of these like far out
Yeah, like rural.
Texans, There's some tension going on here. There's deeper themes. It's just much more of a traditional movie also. Like, the first one felt very experimental.
Yes.
This has a plot. I mean, it had a plot, but you know what I mean? It's like, here is the cop to investigate the murders.
He has a problem. Why is he talking to his hand like that? Look, the producer LG built her a little fry house. What the hell?
It's a chili cook-off. Oh. Just sloppy chili everywhere.
I mean, I guess it looks a lot like Texas Chainsaw 1 when they're like, there's like running down the walls, like blood everywhere.
Yeah.
There he is.
Oh no.
All right, so...
no, he won the chili cook-off?
Yeah, the daddy.
The
gas station attendant
man.
daddy from...
Leatherface's dad?
I think he's Leatherface's dad.
We don't really know the exact, but yeah, he seemed to imply.
He just won the old Texas-Oklahoma chili cook-off.
That's not good.
What do you think's in that meat? What do you think's in that chili?
Yeah, they just found a human tooth in his chili, and he's like, that's a hard-shelled peppercorn.
The, like, greasy chili that's running out of the tiny cauldron on top of the chili cook-off trophy is just nauseating me right now. And it's not even because
Before
it's
you
human
knew
meat.
it was human,
It's just, like, greasy chili. Not good. You ever eaten chili with like a sheen of grease on top?
That's chili.
It's not great.
It's called chili.
My grandma's chili is the best chili.
No grease in that?
No, I mean, there was meat in it, but it wasn't greasy.
Here he is at the chainsaw store.
I'm confused about the tone of this movie, right?
Valid. The cannibal chili winning the chili cook-off is a big wink.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Like, tee-hee. All right, so Dennis Hopper is like at the chainsaw store and he is hefting these chainsaws. He's got one in each hand. He's kind of doing like a little comedy routine with these chainsaws.
Yeah, wasn't trying to figure out like what's the most likely you'd be committing chainsaw murders with.
Which is maybe like the best one to wield around. But like, wouldn't he just do a better job asking this man who owns the chainsaw store? Just say, hey guy, has anybody come in and bought like a big chainsaw? And have they been 7 to 9 feet tall? And are they wearing someone else's face? Dennis Hopper is just going to town.
But he's like
on this
breaking
log.
the chain. He's like using these in ways that would break them. Yeah, he's just
not
slamming
advisable.
it into. He's chopping
Yeah.
it into the trees, not just like holding it there.
He's massacring the log.
Well, yeah, he's testing out right. Is he doing detective work, or is he just like, what does it feel like? What did the killer feel like doing this?
I
can't
don't
tell.
know.
This
I
is
think
is
he's
this
just
the
a-
equivalent of ballistics testing or no?
No, he's just a tortured protagonist. He's just a guy who will not go to therapy after his family was massacred. I'm just confused. The killers have moved from South Texas to North Texas?
They've been on the move.
Why?
More people?
Do you think they can move Grandpa?
If Grandpa is still alive in this movie, which I'm sure he is,
Of course he is.
the biggest suspension of disbelief in the whole first movie was that Grandpa, who looked like a decaying corpse but was somehow alive.
He was just dehydrated. Dennis Hopper is kind of like, I don't know what the equivalent, when you do a stage whisper and you whisper real loud? He's like stage shouting. It's like a soft shout on every single line delivery. He's like, you go ahead and play that tape now. What?
Mighty nice talking to you.
But like, he doesn't vary his volume at all.
That's just how he is, Kate.
Dennis, no.
It's a tortured protagonist. He's bottling it all up inside.
Is he a weird dude?
In real life?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is this like a food
It's
truck?
a food truck. Yeah, it's a
Wow.
rolling grill.
It's a
baby.
cannibal food truck.
Yeah. I do like Stretch's energy. She does what she wants. I appreciate that. Girl, you are liable to get took. I don't think these doors even lock.
Maybe there'll be less violence against women in this one.
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Lord knows I love a spunky female protagonist, but I don't like when there's violence against them.
What's her name? Made it out alive at the
She
end of
sure
it.
did.
But then became catatonic, presumably forever.
This guy in the it's almost like the green room, I guess, of the radio station. I guess he's supposed to be the guy, the hitchhiker from the last one who's like cutting on himself.
Or a brother we haven't seen. I don't know.
Maybe.
I can't tell.
Yeah. He's just like acting in a bizarre way.
Burning himself with a hanger.
I really feel like Stretch should be packing,
Yeah. She
right?
just blew this guy away.
She should
2
be
seconds, done.
strapped up.
Problem solved. But he's like a burnt out hippie guy.
Right? Yeah, like
Who is
what are we
this?
trying to do here? He just keeps like heating up a hanger and burning himself with it. Lefty's like, all right, let's play this absolutely unhinged tape of a murder caught on tape. And then Lefty's like, all right, see ya. I will not be guarding this place.
Even if this weird guy is not a member of the Leatherface family, like, yeah, it would just draw out weirdos, right?
Yeah.
hey, cool, we really liked listening to that murder. But she's like, this guy's like pallor is like green.
Leatherface has been hiding this whole time in the record vault.
Wow. I would like to compare your reaction when Leatherface emerged in the first movie. I know we've seen him already in this movie, but this is like the first.
I was ready for him.
This is the first real Leatherface scene, I feel like, where he's trying to kill the DJ.
Yeah.
Did not scare you at all.
No. All right, so now this guy has a metal plate in his head and he's yelling Nom flashback.
Also, no one called Leatherface Leatherface in the first movie, right?
No.
That's like his horror movie monster name, you know? It's like
Yeah.
the Gill Man. Now their characters are referring to him as Leatherface. I really don't know if this is supposed to be the brother from the first movie or not.
It's like a nice big metal door. Leatherface cannot chainsaw through it.
We got a lot of Stretch screaming helplessly in a freezer.
It appears that all Leatherface knows how to do is sledgehammer and chainsaw. Like he just can't figure
He's a
out
simple
anything
man.
else.
Just this guy just spouts like weird catchphrases.
It's kind of like he's like a video game character, right? And he only has like 7 phrases. He just yelled Ho Chi Minh. Leatherface has on a suit also, just kind of like an interesting. Now he's doing like a little dance. I know I shouldn't be laughing at this.
All right, she's ready to fight back. She's got some sort of like ice tongs.
Yep.
Some antique ice tongs to fight with. It's better than what she's been doing, which is screaming and blowing a fire extinguisher.
All right, so
Leave it to Leatherface.
Leatherface just blasted through a wall.
He found the
Just
drywall
went
side
right
of
through the drywall.
the fridge, yeah.
Now he cut up a fan for no reason. Just no reason.
Well,
Leatherface.
He's just swinging his chainsaw wildly. Ooh, the hammer murder of the producer, though, is pretty graphic.
It is. It's pretty gruesome, yeah.
We're just seeing him get hit over and over, and he's not dying.
Yeah.
Leatherface is cutting up soda cans.
It's like he just bought this new chainsaw and he really wants to see what it can do, right? He's like, all right, I better cut up some soda cans. What if I cut up the ceiling fan, right?
Does he also have like a hillbilly Halloween teeth in?
Yeah.
Look at his smile.
See, he's not doing good mouth acting. This feels like so much more weird, like sexual slasher, right? What the hell?
How's the violence against women in this movie?
It's
worse.
It's worse somehow.
Like, they did keep Sally alive to psychologically and physically torture her in the first one, but this is really weird.
Yeah, this is next level. And not even in like a scary way, just in like a weird,
Yeah, what's going
bad. Now he's cutting apart all these egg cartons.
on? What the hell's going on in this movie?
He just can't stop chainsawing.
But it's like getting stuck in
Yeah,
stuff.
he just so Leatherface, and he does kind of this like little.
He holds it over his head
And he
and
does-
wiggles his body around.
He does this little wiggly dance, which is so odd. It's such a weird little dance, and he's just. I don't even know what to say here. Like Leatherface just can't seem to tell the difference between like a human person and
Literally anything.
literally anything else, any chainsawable thing.
A window,
Right?
a
Yeah.
piece of wood,
Yep.
a door.
He does this weird little dance where he's like, it's kind of like he's staffing like a haunted hayride, and you have to really show the chainsaw, make sure people know it's a chainsaw. He wiggles the chainsaw so you can see it. What the hell's happening here, Tyler?
Okay, so somehow Stretch used her sexuality to convince Leatherface not to murder her. And now Leatherface is lying to his accomplice, who we still don't know if this is the guy from the first movie or not. And like, yep, I killed her. Okay, but it's all to make barbecue for their truck? I liked when their motivations were less clear-cut. To pair Leatherface with a catchphrase and quip spewing guy is certainly a choice.
It's just like, what's happening?
I think the generous review is, what would Leatherface and family do with the excesses of the 80s?
Of like Reagan's,
You know?
yeah, like Reagan's 1980s.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, Dennis Hopper, not very helpful here.
not helpful in
He's
any
like,
way.
"All
What
right,
is he doing right
Let's
now?
bait the killers. I will not come to the radio station, though, to catch them when they inevitably come there." I don't know if he really had a plan.
This music is not good, Toby. Someone should have had a talk with him.
I think you have to view it as a parody of itself. I think that was the point.
Do you think?
But it's not ridiculous enough.
yeah.
That Breakfast Club poster, though, I think is the key to the understanding this whole thing. Why would they do that? I think Tobe Hooper was upset about what happened on the set of Poltergeist.
Maybe. He's working it out.
Was working through some stuff. Maybe Steven Spielberg should have discreetly directed most of this, too.
Yeah, maybe. So now we're at kind of this like defunct amusement park /
I thought it was a junkyard. What the heck?
it's called Texas Battle Land. I just don't trust that this family has the executive function skills to rig up all these booby traps.
Yeah,
You know?
Stretch just fell through a trap door in a very ridiculous. Also, is Dennis Hopper offering her? What is that?
It's a hand. It's a petrified hand.
That's a human hand?
He thinks it's a stick. Is this a booby trap or is it just a poorly maintained defunct amusement park?
Well, why would there be a human-sized trap door right here? Oh,
Unclear.
leading down into a red lit
I got it
evil tunnel.
we all know the Leatherface family's penchant for theater.
They've just really upped their game.
It's well documented.
in the
but
last 12 years.
creating these traps, maintaining these traps, emptying these traps, you got to have executive functioning skills. You got to be able to do that on a schedule.
Oh, she's going down a big twisty slide. This looks kind of fun.
This is too much for me.
And like nothing against this actress, but the like primal screaming that Sally,
Sally.
the final girl from the first movie,
Yep, Sally.
It was the most disturbing and felt like realistic horror movie final girl screaming I've ever heard.
Because she wanted it to be over.
Yeah, maybe that's the problem with maybe that's the secret sauce. This probably they had breaks, they had a craft service table.
Yeah, maybe. And Dennis Hopper's there. There's assistants.
They could go in air conditioning. They might have had trailers, but Stretch's screaming it's not the same.
No. Here's
He's
Dennis Hopper.
strapped up.
He is strapped up with chainsaws. He's got 2 chainsaws and a chainsaw bandolier. He's got extra chains in the bandolier.
Oh, in case the chains break?
Yep.
Now that is one prepared man.
Now he's praying?
Yeah. And he's running in, screaming, chainsaw in hand.
He's got 3 chainsaws.
All right, this is pretty funny.
This is so Evil Dead 2,
I know,
right?
yeah. And the 3 chainsaws is good escalation, but nothing will beat the replace your cut off hand,
Yeah.
which you cut off with a chainsaw.
It's so silly.
a chainsaw.
It's so silly.
Right.
But it's not silly enough. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched a movie in a long time that was simultaneously too silly and not silly enough.
Is having a tonal crisis, I think, yeah.
Dennis Hopper's now cutting down the amusement park with him inside it. He's screaming, bring it all down. Dennis, just go to therapy.
Like, you know how much I love Evil Dead 2, so I don't want to give it too much credit, but
No.
it does this tone a lot better.
Yeah, like, I'm going to watch it. We're going to watch it. We still have an hour left, but I'm feeling disappointed because the first movie actively, I would say, engages with some really interesting themes. And I'm not getting a lot of thematic engagement here, but I'm also, like, not laughing.
Right. It's like they're failing on all counts, at least as far as we're concerned right now. I know maybe there are people out there who love this. If you're out there, keep that information to yourself.
I do love Stretch's bedazzled outfit, though.
Yeah, I can't tell if Bubba, I guess we're not meant to understand the family tree that well, but the guy with the plate in his head keeps referring to his brother as Bubba. Is that Leatherface? Is Leatherface Bubba? But he also calls him to his face Leatherface. I do like Leatherface now with an electric turkey carver.
Oh, yeah.
Much less menacing. Very domestic.
Just a big guy with an electric turkey carver. Gunnar does a much better job. Really does.
Just the fact that you have 3 different Leatherfaces, there's no consistency.
Maybe, you remember when they filmed The Princess Diaries and they had the 3 cat actors? One that was good at sitting, one that was good at jumping, and one that was like Anne Hathaway's real
held,
cat.
yeah.
I
That's
think
what they
maybe
need, the
it's
3
like
men.
that. They got like a good runner, a good carver.
Okay, this is pretty graphic. We're watching Leatherface literally skin
LG.
Oh,
RC.
right. That's the producer, right. So she knows him. Yeah, I guess it's extra bad to watch. It's a man she knows. That's what the electric turkey carver's for. It's his skinning tool.
You ever used an electric carving knife?
No, I was
No?
never the one given the task of carving
It really
the
just kind
turkey.
of sprays meat. I've watched a relative do it, and it really just kind of like jiggles the meat, so then the meat just like sprays everywhere. There's not a lot of spraying going on here, but maybe my relative wasn't very good at carving.
Oh, well, I guess we should put a content warning on this episode.
Yeah.
Much too late now.
Explicit content warning for guys wearing faces.
So Leatherface's mask in this movie is kind of lame, I think, and looks fake. That looks much better. Yeah, he just has a fresh face now. He hasn't put it on yet, but the dad, though, like the barbecue master, he's still funny. And he was funny. I guess it wasn't funny, but when he's yelling at the 2, at Leatherface and the who we assume is the brother, he's just always cursing at him and insulting them.
He's like, I'm tired of kicking your asses.
It's like, obviously a sad family dynamic. But,
Yeah, it's not a great family dynamic, Tyler.
which I guess is why Leatherface is able to be talked out of this by her, because she talks nice to him.
All right, he's going to put her dead friend's face on her. Maybe they were coworkers. I don't know if they were friends. in the last movie, I didn't really understand Leatherface's motivation, and that made him scary. Mm-hmm. And in this one, I don't understand almost anyone's motivation. And
But it's not making it scary.
it's not making it scary.
Right.
It's just like a dream ballet, right?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely bizarre.
so he's dressed up Stretch in her dead friend's face that he kind of flayed off.
And his hat.
And his hat.
I mean, I think he does have a plan here. He's trying to help her get out somehow.
Now they're dancing together.
And again, the first movie is gross too, but like they're just doing stuff to be gross for gross sake. It's like, what if she had to wear her friend's face? Wouldn't that be gross?
Here's Dennis Hopper cutting through beams.
Anytime you could give yourself the chance to be like, okay, it's getting good, it's getting disturbing. Yeah, then you see Dennis Hopper triple wielding his chainsaws.
Just cutting shit. Leatherface's tie is disturbing. He's wearing like a really wide, kind of like, not Mylar, but like plastic tie. All right, so LC,
The radio
RC,
producer.
the producer at the station, is still alive.
Oh, he's had his
and he's
face
sat
cut
up.
off.
His face has been cut off. It doesn't look as bad as I thought. So his face has been flayed from his body.
So we have kind of this like faceless, bloodied.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gnarly. I've seen a lot of horror movies.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
It's some of the gnarliest stuff I've seen.
LG's not having the best time. He's missing a lot of
skin. His ribs are out, right? It's a pretty disturbing idea to have him stumbling around. Yeah. It's just in the midst of this otherwise very bizarre movie, which I don't think they did this all by accident. I think they want you to go from like disturbing idea that's very upsetting to silly tone. I think it's supposed to make you feel weird.
I guess.
Remember how weird we felt watching the first movie?
Yeah.
It was just different, a different kind of weird. That was like unsettling weird, overwhelming weird. This is weird. You're a good sport. How does all this gore make you feel?
I don't love it, but I'm not like put off by gore.
You're not covering your eyes. Yeah.
No.
I mean, knowing like if this was a real video of this happening for real, I wouldn't want to watch it.
I wouldn't want to watch that.
But I think being one level removed and knowing it's a movie.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. I grew up around hunting and I would go watch surgery when I was like 5.
Animal
veterinary surgery.
Yeah, just want to make that one clear.
Yeah, I would go observe veterinary surgery like every normal 5-year-old, Tyler.
You've seen some real viscera. You're not like other girls.
I was not like other girls.
In that story, you really are not like other girls. Oh, there we go. That's she reunited him with his face.
That's nice. Just put it right on there.
I am glad I didn't see this at an inappropriately young age, though, because I think this would have messed me up pretty bad, all this stuff.
All right, so RC, LG, whatever his name is, he has cut Stretch loose, though.
And then died immediately.
And then died. He performed his function, though.
He did.
Obviously, she has to lay his cowboy hat over his heart.
I'm glad he didn't take the opportunity to be like, you didn't go out for coffee with me.
Honestly, they would have been able to avoid this whole mess.
Oh, true, because, right, they were hiding in the station. Interesting. If she had just gone out with that man pestering her at work, they really have quite an operation going on here in their, like, underground lair. They were just operating out of, like, a house and a gas station in the first one. They literally have, like, an evil villain underground.
With, like, a crypt made of bones that they were keeping Stretch in.
Well, hey, it's been 12 years. They've had nothing but time. And, you know, I think we're going to keep coming back to this idea. Like, you don't want them to just make the first movie again. It's got to be different. So good on them for making it different, but I don't know.
Girl, you got to go. Here's Dennis Hopper, still sawing.
Yep. Every time I forget about him, and then when we finally see him again, he's just been slowly sawing his way down.
And he's just screaming the whole time.
He's doing, what's his name in Blue Velvet? Frank.
Oh, yeah. We are getting like a baby wants to here.
Maybe one of the themes is about like a family business, the pressure that the older generation puts on the younger to take it over, whether they're suited to it or not.
I think they're just letting this guy riff, right?
We have too many characters who just rant and scream, though, right? You got Dennis Hopper. You
Screaming.
Got the Vietnam veteran plate-headed brother. You got the chili cooking dad. If Leatherface could talk, he would be screaming. A lot of big personalities in this movie.
Everybody's just, this is a lot.
And obviously there's something about the Vietnam PTSD that this guy's going through. I'm giving it too much credit, aren't I?
Yes.
Imagine waiting 12 years for this.
I could see how this is like a cult classic. You know what I mean?
It's so out there.
Yeah. Like you watch this at the drive-in, you know? Here's Dennis Hopper, still chainsawing.
Wow. Yeah, they just, every few minutes, they interrupt the plot of Stretch and her kidnappers to just show Dennis Hopper cut down another beam with the biggest smile on his face.
Dennis, you got to be working. Start at the inside and work your way outward. Oh, is that
Franklin?
Grandpa?
What?
No, it's Franklin.
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 Oh, he's in a wheelchair. Wasn't Grandpa in a wheelchair? No,
I
Grandpa
think he was
in a
a
rocking
chair. Yeah. There's Franklin.
They've kept Franklin, and the batteries in his flashlights still work. Incredible. What are those batteries?
They were corroded.
They've kept him for 12 years. They moved him with them to their new base in northern Texas.
Yep.
It's like, if Dennis Hopper is meant to be the hero of this movie, why is he as disturbed as the villains?
Here's Dennis Hopper sublimating his rage into chainsawing something. Like most men, this is classic daddy. Just gotta go outside and chainsaw something.
Where's the Tylenol?
You know I love a grown man freak out, so this is probably my favorite part of the movie.
Okay, this is a little bit of a good storytelling device. Dennis Hopper is on his weird chainsaw rampage, and Stretch hears the chainsaw and, would only assume that that's Leatherface. So there's a good little misunderstanding going on here.
And I mean, we do know from the first movie that Leatherface likes to create, or maybe the brother likes to create these like displays of dead people.
Right.
Right.
So here's
like of
all
bodies.
their many and sundry corpses,
Like
artfully,
diorama
with
situation.
Good lighting. They always
Yep.
like to incorporate lighting. Ooh.
Oh, here he is doing his little dance. Here he is. See, one of the guys was just real good at that wiggle, the chainsaw wiggle.
We're about to have a little chainsaw versus chainsaw
I
action.
think we might be, but there he is. It's just every time he appears, he wiggles with the chainsaw.
And he has spared her life multiple times.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he's even chasing her right now.
It really takes me out of it when I see the wiggle.
The wiggles. Dennis Hopper never met a beam he's not willing to chainsaw.
Really just going for it. And like, I don't know. I just feel like, obviously, we know that this movie is not as scary as the first one, but Gunner chasing you with that chainsaw and running at like 30 miles an hour and being 9 feet tall is very scary. Well, and it's like, not that Leatherface is making any particularly inspired acting choices, but having 3 different actors playing the same character.
There's no consistency.
There's no consistency in the acting choices.
Right. You're just, at that point, you're admitting, like, okay, we just need a big guy with a chainsaw
Big
and a weird
boy.
mask.
And then there's just like the metal plate Vietnam guy. It's just like puppeting this corpse. Why?
Because they're disturbed. Whoa.
Whoa, he really went for the C word, huh? All right.
Is Leatherface's dad about to give him the birds and the bees talk?
I think Leatherface has been abused in ways we cannot even imagine. There's just so many big choices here. It's a lot. It's a lot. Just like a lot of overlapping dialogue, but not in a good way. It's just a really overstimulating family, Leatherface is screaming, but like incoherent. Wordlessly. You've got kind of like an echolalia thing going on with the Vietnam vet brother. Now we're going to do another dinner time scene.
Oh. And
But
look at
why?
it, though. Look at this. Look at the table.
Okay, so he is their older brother.
Oh, all right, good. We're finally getting the family tree.
A little bit of exposition, yeah.
Ancestry.com.
Yep.
So this is a parentified older brother, the chili cooking guy we've been calling Dad. Well, and who's Grandpa?
Grandpa. I think they probably ate their dad. The grandpa was just described as 137 years old.
Founder of the feast.
Yep. They've created these like elaborate dioramas.
Yeah, there's a skeleton riding a bomb with a cowboy hat, like
Yep.
Slim Pickens.
This is a lot.
Oh, is this Grandpa?
Yep. Here's Grandpa.
I swear to God.
We're doing it just essentially like a pretty beat for beat recreation of the dinner scene from the last one, but we're in like this evil amusement park. I don't understand why.
Well, they chose to be so different from the first movie this whole time, so you could maybe avoid direct comparisons,
Yeah.
but interesting choice to do the dinner scene. But I guess these guys, they love a dinner scene, these
Yep.
guys, this family. Grandpa is still alive. We're still complaining about the industrialization and the automation of the slaughterhouses.
Yep. There's like a bottle of Tabasco on this table also.
Yeah, they gotta season the meat. We're getting a lot of backstory here. It's just like, I know they had bone furniture in their house in the first one, but it was very amateur looking.
Yes.
This looks like it's borderline Tim Burton set
Yes.
design.
Yeah. This was made in like evil Disney World. Right?
Yeah. Good screams, finally, though, from Stretch. I think she's doing a good job. Big difference from the other dinner scene, though. Dennis Hopper is somewhere on this compound with 3 chainsaws. He accidentally had a cave in earlier and took himself off out of the game. But
That's why you got to start at the innermost point and chainsaw the beams as you move outward, Dennis. All right, so Grandpa somehow still alive. He was looking a
it's his
little
liquid
rough.
diet. They feed him little drops of blood. It's like an adrenochrome conspiracy theory thing. Like, for some reason, I'm being reminded of Beetlejuice a little bit.
Right? Yeah, it's giving a little Beetlejuice vibes. Like, What year is this? 86?
Yeah, great grandma in chainsaw heaven. I mean, we're doing it again. We're gonna make grandpa hit her with the hammer.
Yeah.
This grandpa's a little more alive this time. Just a little. Like, it was unclear most of the time if that grandpa was
Alive or dead. Yeah.
We saw him like drink a little bit of blood. This one's moving around. He's licking a ladle. He's not doing well, but remind you of my joke about the Six Flags guy. Yeah, they're just doing it again.
Yep. Just beat for beat.
Wow. Yeah, grandpa with the hammer, the wash basin to collect the blood. He's dropping it.
All right, here's Dennis Hopper chainsawing into the evil lair.
The only way to win against the chainsaw, Kate.
Is another chainsaw plus 2 more. Here's my question.
Yeah.
Who did the set decoration for this, and are they okay?
It's so crazy looking.
So weird.
But, like, again, the first one, I felt realistic for what they were going for.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, it didn't look that far off from, like, someone who collects roadkill and makes art out of it.
Yes, like someone who's, like, deeply unwell, is hoarding, right?
Yeah.
Like, animal hoarding. Just, like, someone who really needs, like, a lot of help.
Yeah.
Like, this is just beyond.
It's over the top.
Oh, my God, here's Dennis Hopper. He just vaulted down from the ceiling with his chainsaw.
Dennis Hopper calls everyone brother and sister for some reason. And he says things like, I'm the Lord of the Harvest.
He just chainsawed the brother daddy right in the ass. Just right in the butt.
A bit overkill to cut her bindings with a chainsaw, but I guess what else is he going to do?
He doesn't have... How much gasoline you think they go through? That's my question.
All right. We're finally having a chainsaw duel.
Yep. We got Dennis Hopper with a chainsaw battling Leatherface with a chainsaw. It is like a sword fight right now. Dennis Hopper just kicked Leatherface in the face.
He's doing his signature dance.
Leatherface did just do his signature wiggle.
This reminds me so much of Evil Dead 2.
I know.
Some of the tone, the set design, the makeup, but it's all so much better in Evil Dead 2.
Yeah, absolutely. And I am not super deeply invested in this, like, brother cousin with the plate from Vietnam.
Oh.
Like, it's just a weird... There he goes again.
He's doing his wiggle. Just the chainsaw sword fight is a funny idea.
Yes. It is nice to see somebody, like, kind of finally give Leatherface a run for his money. You know? Leatherface is not used to having to, like, fight and kill.
True.
You know?
Yeah, no one ever fights back like this. There we go. They gotcha.
All right, I did laugh.
They've been giving all the best jokes to... I don't know any of these characters, but the lead chili cooker guy.
Yep, the brother daddy.
He finally made you laugh.
I think he might actually be their brother daddy.
Yes.
Have we considered?
Oh, yeah. I see. He's just doing... After he got chainsawed in the butt... He's got some good jokes. But it's like, why are there jokes in this movie?
Why? Yeah, I don't know, man. Tonally, a very weird experience here, right?
Incredible that it's made by the same person who made the first one.
Yeah. All right, so Dennis Hopper just stabbed... what's his name?
Leatherface?
Leatherface.
Yeah, you got a good one
with
in
the
on
chainsaw.
Leatherface. Oh, yeah. I mean, Leatherface is just...
He's been run through by the chainsaw,
Wow.
which now apparently is 10 feet long. Oh, he's got to get the other
he's
chainsaw out of the
'cause
holster.
That one's stuck in Leatherface now. So we're going to switch to the smaller two. We're going to dual wield.
Double chainsaws.
How do you safely rev one while the other is running in your hand?
I don't know.
Oh, but Leatherface is able to fight back with a chainsaw going through him.
Yeah, he's strong.
I'm glad this movie exists, I guess, but I want more from it.
Now there's a grenade.
Yeah, that's his like backup plan, you know? The Leatherface family is going to blow the place up, take everyone with them.
So Stretch has escaped the amusement park.
Yeah, but
basement.
she's got metal plate guy on her tail.
Yeah. Honestly, I think we could take Metal Plate Guy.
He's got a high pain tolerance, though. He's always burning himself.
Yeah.
His metal plate is exposed.
I think if you get him right in the metal plate, you could probably reset him a little, you know?
He did say when Leatherface accidentally chainsawed his metal plate that his brain was burning. Oh, there we go. She's electrocuting the plate.
Yeah, baby, you gotta electrocute the plate.
Stretch is fending for herself.
She is. I gotta tell you, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, when she emerged into the daylight, still pretty scary, right? Like, you have Leatherface chasing you with the chainsaw, and he is not running as fast as we know he can run. Like, he is toying with you. And then you have the sibling hitchhiker guy who is, like, poking you and then will, like, come back. And you, like, it's scary. This is not scary.
Well, it looks like they're on the set of the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular from Disney MGM Studios.
They very well might be, too.
Climbing up some weird staircase. There's like a fog machine coming out of the tunnel they crawled out of. All right, she's getting cut up, but
Yeah,
I know it's not the same.
Girl, you really got to kick. Yeah, she got cowboy boots on. She could really kick with those. Just the bone decoration knows no bounds.
The bone, beat it bone curtains. They're revealing this like it's supposed to be super scary, but it's not any worse than anything else we've seen.
No.
Petrified lady up there, yeah. Who I guess we did see a grandma in the first one. They didn't really do much with her. We saw her for a second.
And I think she was maybe dead.
Yeah. Because we thought, in the first one, we thought both her and Grandpa were dead. Then, of course, the scary, weird reveal is Grandpa's still alive somehow. So here they've kind of built a sort of throne and altar for Grandma at the highest point of the old amusement park. He just looks like a weird clown.
Yeah.
With his
he's
makeup.
He's really giving me like Caesar Romero vibes, right? This is what Jared Leto thought he looked like.
I think this is what it's like on Jared Leto's weird compound. Doesn't he run a cult, allegedly?
What? Tyler, I'm not up on that. I think they let these guys ad-lib a bit too much.
Okay, the petrified grandma is holding a chainsaw herself. They just love chainsaws so much in this family.
Tyler, the saw is family.
They did say she was in Chainsaw Heaven. The final dramatic will the chainsaw start scene. Wow. To be killed with the family heirloom chainsaw.
All right, so now Stretch is doing the chainsaw dance.
She's got her own interpretation of the victorious
she
chainsaw
does.
dance. Look at her.
They're like, do wiggly arms with the chainsaw.
That can't be.
That's it. It's a Golan Globus production.
I can't believe they blew Dennis Hopper up. They kind of did it off screen, so I thought maybe we were going to see that he survived, but no.
No.
The movie just ended.
Yep.
Chop Top. That's what we're to call. So Leatherface gets called Leatherface and Bubba in this movie. Chop Top is the guy with the plate in his head. He was never referred to by that name.
Okay.
Well, a little different.
It's a little different. It's kind of like when you go to a restaurant and they say we do things a little different here. You know that it's not
You're
gonna.
not in for a good.
You're not in for a good time. It's not gonna hit the. It's not gonna hit the elements that you're looking for. You know. I was disappointed.
Me too.
I understand how this could be a cult classic, and if you, as a listener, love this movie, I kind of get it because it's so bad and wacky that it's like good in that sense. I could see people watching this at like a midnight drive-in.
Sure.
You know, but I have no desire to see this again for completely different reasons than the first one.
Yes, I agree.
And I didn't think I was gonna like Texas Chainsaw 1, like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I really liked it.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say it provided some of the best audio that I think we've ever made.
That movie achieved its goal
It did.
of freaking you out.
It did, and it really brushed up against some good themes. This did not give me, it wasn't funny enough to be a parody, and it wasn't good enough to be a good movie.
Yeah, I think they should have pushed it further if they were going for that. Because, I like seeing Dennis Hopper have a chainsaw duel.
Yes.
Great idea.
Silly.
But, there's something about this. It doesn't quite get where it's going, I think. I don't know. I think it had an identity crisis a little bit.
Yeah.
Couple laughs from the one oldest brother, dad guy.
Daddy brother.
But just so weird.
So weird.
Very bizarre.
Totally weird.
And gross, but it's I don't know how to express this. The first movie's gross. And this just is gross, but it feels like there's no reason other than to be gross.
Yeah, agreed.
I know the first movie is trying to gross you out and disturb you by being gross, but it just was it was scary. This was not scary, right?
No.
Like when you're just gross without being scary at all, I don't know. What's the point? So, thumbs down for Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
I think so. I think it's 2 chainsaws way down.
Well, guess what? They're going to change gears again, Kate, when they try for number 3.
What is it, a travelogue?
It's a Discovery Channel, travel
a buddy
channel.
cop film? The only thing that I really liked about this movie was the triple chainsaw bandolier holster situation. That was cool.
Leatherface's dance.
Oh, Leatherface's dance was
they
pretty
weirdly
funny.
acknowledged how weird it was by having Stretch do it at the end for her victorious.
Very weird.
Huh. And, I mean, I know it's a horror movie and this happens all the time, but it seems like they killed Leatherface. He had a chainsaw going through his tummy, coming out the back, and then he got blown up by a grenade.
But, Tyler, we got Michael Myers' playground rules in effect.
Sure.
Michael Myers burns in a fire.
Yeah.
He gets exploded in a sinkhole.
Do you remember all of his deaths?
Oh, hold on. Let's Google it.
Well, and then we thought he got his head cut off, but they cleverly made it reveal that he had disguised another guy as him, and that's whose head got cut off.
Here are Michael Myers' deaths. Supposed deaths?
Yeah, that sounds right.
The H2O timeline? The reboot timeline?
Well,
the 2018 timeline?
Not the reboot, not the 2018. We need the original. I think you can do H2O.
Okay.
That would include the original.
Burned alive in an explosion caused by Dr. Loomis, shown to have survived this in the next film. Decapitated by Laurie with an axe, turns out to be a paramedic.
Oh, I guess they're not including some things that, like, very clearly were
Yeah.
not deaths, like when he fell into a sinkhole and a mini avalanche happened or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. But there's a lot. There's a lot. And he comes back, you know? Yeah, this was kind of like a resounding meh for me. I wish it was
I think
better.
the drop-off was, and I know, you know, I guess I have to account for there being 12 years, but between two numbered movies, 1 and 2, this was a bigger drop off than between Halloween 1 and 2. At least Halloween 2, like, wasn't our favorite.
No, but it was still interesting because it was like, how's she gonna function in the
hospital?
bed?
That was the hospital one, yeah. This, like, it took Halloween a few movies to really
go off the rail.
The bed, yeah. Where this, but again, it's probably Halloween did that in the same amount of time, you know, years, but this is like from one movie to the next. What a drop off in quality. Again, I respect them trying to do something different. They just didn't,
absolutely.
They didn't quite
100%.
nail it. And I don't know that Texas Chainsaw is meant to be so, like, Evil Dead, meant to be funny.
Yeah.
Always meant to be funny. The first one should have been funnier. This, I just don't know. All right. Enough with 2. Let's move on to 3. The next movie is called Leatherface. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3.
Just Leatherface.
Well,
like
Leatherface, colon, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3.
Okay. Why?
I don't know. I don't. That's a great question. But after the disappointment of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, New Line Cinema, who was currently on a roll throughout the 80s with the Nightmare on Elm Street series, bought the rights to the franchise.
Okay, they were like, we saw 2, we know we can do it better.
And the people who made 2 were like, we're going to sell this. So they wanted to dump this thing, and New Line Cinema was like, yeah, we'll take it. Like, it wouldn't have been up for sale had 2 been good.
A good movie, yeah. Okay.
So New Line Cinema's intention is to make a 3rd movie that is going to remove the weird humor and satirical elements that made the 2nd one so polarizing. This script was written by David J. Show, a horror book author who helped rewrite Nightmare on Elm Street 5 for New Line Cinema. So, you know, he was just on their list of writers.
Yep, they were like, he could be the guy.
They had trouble finding a director, and at the last minute...
I wonder why.
At the very last second,
Toby?
They hired a guy named Jeff Burr, who was a young director in his 20s, who had previously directed 3 movies, a Civil War drama called Divide It We Fall,
okay,
and 2 horror movies, From a Whisper to a Scream, and Stepfather 2.
Oh, no.
So
that's
just
not good.
Not super experienced. The production was troubled. New Line Cinemas fired the director after a week of shooting, but then they literally could not find anyone to replace him, so they had to rehire him to finish it.
Okay.
Which isn't a good condition to make a movie under.
Yeah, they were like, please come back. Never mind.
But you can see Toby Hooper's going to have nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
This is a totally
Toby,
different ball of
you're
wax.
out.
Leatherface is portrayed by R.A. Mihailov. 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 He was friends with the director, so that's how he got the role.
Okay.
You're going to
Was
see...
he a big boy?
We'll see. You're going to see Viggo Mortensen in this.
Oh, what a guy.
You know,
he's young.
He's pretty young. And
Young
soon New Line Cinema will cast him in their next big hit series, The Lord of the Rings. But obviously this is before that because this premiered on January 12th, 1990. Just a couple years, 4 years after 2.
Didn't have to wait a super long time.
Right, not the 12-year wait like the last time. But the slasher boom of the 80s was definitely petering out at this time. And all the big franchises were either not releasing sequels right now or they were putting out sequels that people were not digging.
They were not good.
And the same thing kind of is going to happen here. This movie is considered unremarkable by audiences of the time, which might be worse than 2's fault of being too weird and different. I'm a little worried that this is just going to be boring.
Yeah, the opposite of love. It's not hate. It is indifference.
Wow.
I saw that on a quote wall at Hot Topic. I saw it on a poster at Spencer's Gifts. I saw it in a bathroom at Macy's. Don't even get me started on JCPenney. I went to the mall recently.
Sorry to butt in, but looks like you had something a little mishap. You know, you're late. Hmm? Well, they just get dumber and dumber. Don't they?
Wow, we're still going with invalid, huh? It's the 90s now, guy.
Am I wrong, or is the voice of this guy not as...
It sounds like he's giving us a slide presentation. You know what I mean? He's like,
Yeah.
next slide.
He doesn't have the gravitas of the
No.
voice from the first movie reading the background info.
This is like, you know when the guy comes to your workplace to discuss like different retirement plans? Mm-hmm. He sounds like that guy. And that guy just like sits in a room for like hours hoping that someone will
Waiting
come
for
talk
someone
to
to
him.
come in.
He's eating like a tuna salad. So Sally's dead. She died in 1977.
I think they're erasing the second movie from
Okay.
existence here, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Sally died in 1977. Okay, so they think that they've executed Leatherface in the
Yes.
gas chamber in 1981.
Yes, that Leatherface is just kind of this alternate personality that W.E.
Sawyer.
Sawyer
So they killed him. They said
awakens when he dons the mask.
they specifically said all the other family members were dead.
Who's that? Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, so
The title making a sound when it zooms around.
they made the first PowerPoint presentation to do this title card, and the letters just zoomed past my face like something I would have made during indoor recess in 5th grade.
Yeah, you making a PowerPoint for fun in indoor recess is very, very
Is it on
revealing
brand?
information about you.
The title is Leatherface Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. So we're just in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre cinematic universe.
Yeah, wait a
Yeah.
minute. This one has 3 in the title, but they very clearly have gone out of their way to be like, the stuff in 2 did not happen. But
Yes.
this is 3, just so everyone's clear. So right after the intro is like, Leatherface is dead, or is he? We're immediately greeted with, presumably, Leatherface getting up to his old tricks.
I mean, he is making a mask of a face out of a face. So who else could it be, Tyler? You think it's Mickey Rooney? No, because there's no horses in this movie.
Oh my God, I wish if Mickey Rooney was in a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, he would be so good as one of the members of the family. I could see
Yeah.
him getting unhinged. There really isn't an iconic theme, right, to
No,
these movies.
no.
Like, the music's kind of been all over the place in all
Yes,
3.
agreed. Look at those massive round glasses. Everybody's like uncle had them when they were 27.
In 1990.
I know. I feel like the amount of Texas-based media I've consumed in the past week has really, like I'm developing a Texas accent.
Between King of the Hill
Yep.
and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre series, yeah,
Yep.
you've really been fully emerging yourself in
Yep.
Texas culture. I'm
It's-
sure Texas would love to claim those 2 things.
I think so. It's like you're married to Boomhauer.
All right, the police are actually maybe going to do good work here in these
Maybe.
movies. Last time we saw a police officer, he was triple wielding chainsaws and having a manic
maybe.
episode. But they're just going to stop every car and check everybody.
All right, so here's a good callback to the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? The first scene of the first movie takes place with a bunch of photographs, right?
Oh, yeah.
And they're like really gristly and you can't really tell what you're looking at, but like, you know, it's not good. This is just a pit of decomposing bodies and someone appears to have spilled Elmer's glue on them. It's pretty gristly, right?
That's the one thing that's been consistent in these movies. I'm just confused by Leatherface being executed. Okay, so this seems important. Yeah, these 2 aren't from Texas. And we got the boyfriend kind of talking badly about Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that anybody we haven't really had characters from outside of Texas before
No, yeah.
to do this. So that could be interesting.
Again, you got to make sure you get gas.
Yeah, if you see the last chance to get gas for so many miles sign, you need to do it. If we hit an armadillo, I would feel bad, but I don't think I would stop and get out of the car like this
Yeah, I don't think so.
in the middle of nowhere. Oh my God, do armadillos make noises like that?
Yeah, what do you think?
I've never thought about it. It's just whimpering while it dies. It's
Yeah,
pretty
he's
sad.
just like a little
It's making like
rodent
a
guy.
sad little squeaking noise. Huh. All right, I get it. They got out of the car so she could mercy kill this thing with a huge rock.
Yeah. This silhouette could only be one man. Viggo Mortensen's here. He's dusty and he's hot.
Viggo Mortensen's here to do hot stuff.
Yeah. I feel like the main criticism from the last 2 movies is there wasn't enough hot man. You know? Already, we got a problem here. So here we are at the Last Chance gas station, the last place to get gas. And this guy sitting out front is cutting up what I assume is a Playboy with scissors.
And he might
like,
be
giggling
blind?
to himself.
Yeah.
He's got one eye that works. See?
Another thing consistent in these movies, they all have a gas station attendant who's kind of weird. Yeah, so what, these 2 are like coastal elites
Yeah.
who
Driving through Texas.
have some disdain for middle America. What would you do if a gas station attendant did this to you?
What if he
Pranked you with a
If
little
he-
scary,
pranked me with a scary thing and then took my picture?
and then tried to sell you your picture of you
Well,
being
it's
scared.
a great callback to the first movie where the hitchhiker has a Polaroid, you know?
Yeah, they definitely studied the first movie
Yes.
before writing this.
This man, I don't think would make it. Yeah, I punch him right in the face. I would, and I would be justified. He made a bunch of weird sexual innuendos, and then he scared me with a little skull on a stick. Absolutely not. Punch him right in the face. And I got sharp little fists, too. I have sharp little fists.
When her boyfriend comes out of the bathroom, he's going to be like, this is my luck. My girlfriend met Viggo Mortensen. It's over. It's the 90s now. How long ago did everyone lose their jobs at the slaughterhouse?
If you don't invest in upskill training programs, people will be decimated by the loss of their job to industrialization. Tyler's over here like, just get over it. Get over the loss of your job.
It's been 30 years.
Get over it, he said.
I'm going to predict what you're going to say. Viggo Mortensen is hotter when he's older.
Yeah. You know what, though? I do like that he has his regular teeth here.
He does have normal teeth.
Totally
Did he ever
normal
get his
90s teeth.
I don't know.
He might have gotten them whitened at the
can't
very
remember
least.
his teeth sticking out in any,
But he has totally regular teeth now.
Normal person teeth. Yeah, these are not Hollywood teeth.
Yeah.
Always nice to see.
Some people are just hotter as they age, like you and Viggo Mortensen.
I'm in my 30s, so I guess that means I'm not hot yet.
You are older than when I knew you back then.
This isn't good.
This is very Psycho.
Yeah, he's got a little peephole.
Into the bathroom.
The women's room. The biggest horror so far in this movie, a dirty gas station bathroom.
It's not a good idea to pick up a hitchhiker. We know this. All right, so Viggo Mortensen's beating up this creepy guy.
Yeah, he caught him peeping.
The service station attendant is like, he's mad because he's been found out. He goes and grabs this double-barrel shotgun off the wall, and Viggo Mortensen says, with like the coolest delivery ever, he's like, folks, I think you better get in your car. As only someone who has seen this guy threaten people with a double barrel shotgun several times can do, right? He's like, just cool as a cucumber. All right, are we going to trust Viggo Mortensen to give us this weird road? What do you think?
I really don't know where it's going.
Do you think he's a Leatherface?
Is he in on it or no?
No.
You don't want him to be, but that's very Ted
Hot
Bundy.
People can't be evil. Surely not.
Who's driving?
Maybe hot people can be evil?
I don't know yet. We really don't know what Viggo's up to.
The old gas station attendant just yelled that the trap was sprung, though.
Here's a truck with human skin on the hood.
It's the old human skin truck. Now they've thrown some kind of corpse on the windshield.
Was that a coyote?
Coyote. Oh, you're done. You're done.
Yeah, it's over.
Even if it wasn't Texas Chainsaw Massacre land where you had this tire blowout, you're done. You are in rural Texas. You are done. Coyote dog's gonna get you.
Let's just work together. It's us versus the problem. We just have to change the tire.
Nope.
We don't need to scream at each other.
Tyler, they are capital H, capital P having problems. I will say that licorice is an essential for any road trip. Helps raise your blood sugar so that you're not mad, and you can't talk while you're eating it. So you have to sit and think about what you're going to say.
And Viggo Mortensen's status is unknown right now. We saw they thought he got shot and killed at the gas station, but then this leather truck full of dead animals pulled out of the gas station. Who knows?
It's unclear. There's a guy with a chainsaw.
He's got a leather face mask on.
He does.
It's Leatherface, I think, in this film.
You think?
I guess
That's
so.
not my Leatherface.
Hashtag not my Leatherface. He kind of just looks like the pro wrestler Mankind.
A little bit, but he's just chainsawing the car. It's so interesting. All the Leatherfaces just chainsaw everything. Doesn't matter what it is, what material it's made of. All right, we have hit Leatherface with the car, but just like keep reversing. Keep reversing.
Right, you are totally justified to try to murder this guy now.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
It's not murder, to try to kill him to defend yourselves, right?
Just kind of like shaking their car violently.
He seems super strong.
Leatherface loves to hold above his head.
He just, ripped the trunk lid off? It's pretty impressive. Okay, I guess he didn't just straight rip it off. He weakened it with his chainsaw first, so it was easier to rip off, but still.
I feel like nothing would dull your chainsaw more quickly than chainsawing inappropriate materials. All right, so here's like the first person of color I feel like we've ever seen
In this whole franchise.
a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. So,
oh my God.
Leatherface jumped out in the road in front of the yuppies.
That wasn't Leatherface.
Was it?
That was a victim,
It was just a man?
That was a guy who's been hurt,
All right, so
I think.
it was a guy. He jumped out in front of the cars, and the yuppies hit the black man driving the Jeep Wrangler.
His car's on its side. Their car went over an embankment.
It really did. It was like, went straight down, chitty chitty bang bang style, except there were no wings to save it. Plummeted over an embankment. Just take a roadside pill, you know.
Well, this is a helpful person to run into.
Yeah, he's like a prepper.
He's
like
on his way back from survivalist camp. Car full of survival materials, tools, pills, foods. How convenient.
Just lock the van.
Stay in there forever.
That's it. He's really loading him up with these pills, though. Questionable. That's not good. All right, so we've just arrived back at the scene where the cars almost hit each other, and there's a bunch of flares burning on the road.
Artfully laid out by a guy we've never met before.
Just a man. Just a random man.
Another guy.
Okay, he does have a hook for a hand. The tone of this movie is so weird.
Dialogue's not good.
The prepper guy just looked into the bed of the truck that he's getting into, and it's just full of chainsaws.
A lot of characters in this movie so far. Not clear what all of their purposes are.
Roles, intentions. Prepper guy went to his Jeep and just assembled a rifle.
He knows the golden rule. Never bring a chainsaw to a gunfight, you know?
Now there's a chainsaw guy here. After the prepper guy fell down the hill, this is...
Chainsaw guy? You mean Leatherface?
This is not my Leatherface. My Leatherface would never act like this. Who the hell is that?
Yeah, we did just see another person that I don't think we've seen yet. They're just throwing a lot at us here.
Kind of looks like a random little girl. Remember when I was just joking about Leatherface using like an angle grinder or various things? He just got a Dremel out of his pocket and dremeled.
Actually, very funny. That belongs in the second movie, not this one.
He dremeled the prepper guy in the leg. And now this little girl, she was like, hey, scumbag, get over here. Chase me. I don't know. Just lay there. Lay there and play dead. Leatherface is thrilled by the hunt, right? Just lay there.
Yeah, but if he's like the other movies, he does want to eat them eventually. So I think your plan might backfire in the long run. I am very confused. Like, is this someone we met earlier that I forgot?
It's like, did I sit on the remote and fast forward somehow? No. What's happening?
All right, the prepper guy spoke for all of us when he said, quote, "Who the hell are you?"
Agreed, prepper guy. Kind of weird that everybody in the Leatherface family right now has like either a missing limb or a brace or a disability.
Are they wounds you could get working at the meatpacking plant? That's common, right? Are they wounds they got from victims fighting back? It's just a little weird that there's still a family in this movie, but they're all different. But there's still Leatherface there. He's the only one who's the same. Like, so to the point where I'm like, is this a member of the family? Like, I don't even understand that hook hand guy did this on purpose. Like, as far as I know, he just was also kind of...
Yes, he just like a unhinged,
whack,
like
right.
Racist dude.
Right. And maybe we're supposed to be left wondering that, but these don't feel like good, deliberate mysteries to me.
Is this swamp booby-trapped? I don't even know what's going on here, right? Like, do you have any idea what's happening?
Not really.
It's also really dark, but not like well shot in the dark, right?
Just
like
genuinely very dark.
It's genuinely very dark. It's not like Halloween dark where like Michael Myers like is beautifully lit and appears from the darkness, like thoughtfully shot. It's just like you cannot see.
That Leatherface grunt. It was like, ugh.
Okay, so the woods are booby trapped. There's like
So like a bear
snares
trap?
and like animal traps. That's cheating. I don't think I would pick the first house. I really don't.
You think that, yeah, you'd run past the first house to at least the second.
Right.
Assuming that this is their house. The correction from 2, where they live in a cartoon lair. We're back to a normal house.
But it's pretty well kept. Right? Like the OG.
It's like feathers and...
There's animal parts and bones and sculptures of stuff. There's a regular old family house.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad so far, but there's a creepy little girl here, an actual little girl.
And that's not good. Okay, there we go.
There we go. Here's a room with bones and feathers.
Okay.
You spoke too soon. Maybe they kind of contain it more to certain areas of the home.
Compartmentalize it like our podcast studio.
Yeah. You're saying they pack up all these bones when they're done doing stuff with them and then put them in a bin in the closet and have to annoyingly get them out again every single time? Finally, Viggo Mortensen returns to reveal he's evil.
His 90s teeth will bite you.
Wow, the little girl is an interesting new addition to the family.
So Viggo's here. He's evil. And we know that he could be evil because he's not as handsome as he will be later as an older man. I will say that, again... in this third installment, the Leatherface family definitely has a penchant for theater. Viggo Mortensen and that weird guy who ran the gas station, who we know now were in cahoots. Like, they fought each other in like a staged fight.
Yeah,
they were shooting at each other.
Yeah.
I cannot believe Grandpa is still alive. I refuse.
So much has changed, but Grandpa's still here. He might not be alive.
I think he might be dead. I think Grandpa might finally...
Here's Mama, who has some sort of assisted speaking device.
Yeah, she has like a trach in her neck from smoking, from like mouth or throat cancer.
And the only thing that's spooky about her is her trach speaker and some varicose veins.
I mean, she also is ostensibly the matriarch of this cannibalistic family, right? Like, she is in on it. She's
Right.
very much in on it.
Yeah, she's
You
kind
know?
of filling the role of the like gas station owner,
Gas station daddy. Yeah.
brother from the last two.
And honestly, I do think it's a little creepier that it's a woman.
Scary
Yeah.
mama.
Scary mama. Very psycho-coded. We love a scary mama. She's eating some kind of like pink, unidentifiable thing out of a jar.
And more family members this time around. There's at least two sort of adult brothers, the mama, grandpa, probably dead, little girl, Leatherface.
This is like a whole crew.
Oh, another adult brother, right?
Yeah, with the
hook hand.
hook hand guy.
Right, there's a guy from the gas station, although is he here yet? Maybe not.
Yeah, the guy from the gas station was the one who got out of the truck.
Oh, with the
Remember, he
trash
was like,
bag full of
stupid
bones.
bone patrol. Yeah.
Right, so there's three adult brothers.
Yeah.
Huh.
And Leatherface. And a little girl, like a much younger little girl.
Right.
And she's really a little girl. She's like 7.
Yeah.
She's out here stabbing people, though. I do wonder, like, what kind of protections they had in place for this little girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
when you make a movie like this and you're just doing horrific stuff, I don't know. We might still see Grandpa move.
You think? Ryan's alive. They have him him hung upside down.
The fiance?
Yeah, they're gonna bleed him out like a pig.
Right. The wild card in this movie is that there's a survivalist man who's going to make it his mission to be a one-man army, I guess, to take on the family. Is this man's name Alfredo?
Unclear.
This is like the equivalent for this family of a live, laugh, love plaque.
The Saw is family.
It's a chainsaw, yeah, that has the words "The Saw is family"
Engraved upon
etched into it. Yeah, it was a nice gift for Leatherface. So easy to buy for. Get him a chainsaw, get him a little Dremel.
I can't believe he dremeled that man.
Hilarious. Yeah, it was like they were in too close quarters of combat, so he couldn't use the chainsaw. Busted out the Dremel. Like, look, I know it's extra disturbing to include racism as well, but like, it's realistic. This family would also be racist.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So the way they talk about this survivalist man
Yeah.
definitely is believable. All right, this whole family needs to learn some conflict resolution skills. They're like forcing each other's hands into flames.
There's so much that needs to happen here.
That's the least of their...
Yes.
Very verbally and physically abusive to each other, every single pairing. And that's to their own family members. Forget about the victims.
Just this guy.
This
Talking
Alfredo
to
guy.
himself in the woods.
Ooh, been dinking around in this thing.
Sir, any survivalist knows, any prepper knows, you got to take the head.
Yeah.
You can't just assume that's because someone fell into a lake, they are dead.
And the bubbles stopped coming up.
Incorrect,
And
sir.
he did not wait long. Yeah, so the survivalist punched Alfredo into the water and he's like, one down.
This family's names are confusing.
Alfredo, Tex.
Tex
Well,
Jr..
he wants to be Tex. He had
name
a
is
tender
Eddie.
moment where he was
Yeah.
like, please call me Tex. Here's Leatherface studying the leather mask in a vanity mirror.
Oh no, Leatherface is an iPad kid? He's using like a speak and spell.
Wow. To show how twisted he is.
All right, so the little girl is like begging to kill this man.
Let me do it. You said I could do it.
Like, what were they telling this little girl they were making? She's not like quite as young as she's playing.
Go sit on Leatherface's lap and give him a little kiss like he's your brother.
Like, go kiss this horrific leather mask.
Right, like some of these things they're saying literally make no sense,
I'm
right?
confused by the implication here, right? That
Is
like,
he gonna commit an act of sexual assault?
right
Or
on this yuppie woman, like heavily implied that like they've been using Leatherface to like make children.
but who?
Maybe
That
the little girl.
I don't know.
But then they're like, we're gonna cut your private parts out. Like what?
Which one is it?
Maybe it's both. Maybe it's both. You know? But yeah, this is like a pick a threat. You gotta pick a lane. All right, so now the survivalist guy is like lighting up
Very indiscriminately, and I feel like the woman he's trying to save is
in peril.
just as likely to catch a
Yes.
bullet here.
He's just lighting up the room. He's just shooting indiscriminately into the window.
Like, I don't have much nice to say about this movie, but some of the way these bullets are landing is in a very graphic way. Like, your ear gets blown off, your fingers get damaged, that I feel like I don't see very often in movies.
Our main character here just ripped those nails, her hand through the nail so that
Always
she could run away.
gnarly.
They gotta go, yeah.
What? How?
You gotta
The
run,
woods
baby.
are booby-trapped. Leatherface has the only vehicle, and he's driving it. Oh boy, they've turned on their floodlights. They're prepared.
It's a compound.
They're very prepared for this exact situation.
Now there's like weird, like driving heavy metal
rock and
music
roll.
playing. All right, so our survivalist has been run over.
No, he laid perfectly down.
Did he? No.
No, he got run over.
All right, so now our final girl is like taunting
Leatherface. You and me.
taunting Leatherface.
That was one thing that I just thought was so good about the first movie. All the final girl really got to do was just scream in the most retching, guttural way, which I feel like is what I would do in this situation. I don't think I would be ready to say, come on, you versus me.
I hate to tell you, baby, I don't think you'd be the final girl.
I wouldn't make it that far. I know.
It's okay.
I know.
Not all of us are final girl material.
Yeah, look. See, the survivalist. He knew what he was doing.
Now he just laid down.
He can survive anything, Kate. He's a survivalist. He laid down perfectly between the wheels of the car, making Leatherface think he ran him over. Stupid music. It's bad metal. Like generic metal music. Here's a line that maybe the writer thought would become an iconic horror movie line. I like liver, onions, and pain. Spoken by Viggo Mortensen.
I just can't tell what the plan is here.
Got a gasoline fight, gasoline-soaked fight. Got a chain, we got an axe. This is, all your classic fight weapons. Viggo Mortensen's on fire.
All right, now they're going to blow this truck up. Michael Bay was the assistant director on this, I think. And again, we're doing like a dark woods chase scene, right? Very similar in theory to the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but it is not scaring me almost at all.
It's different.
It does. And it's got all the same ingredients almost. But
well, the added thing here is the booby traps.
Yeah.
I don't think there were really any booby traps the first time around.
Gunner's he's just not here.
This, I don't know about the actor's stature, but the way they're shooting him, he doesn't look as big and imposing.
Yeah. And I don't let guys cut me up who are under 6 feet, so. No, we all know. Everyone who listens to this show knows I love a short king, so. Honestly, I think a small Leatherface is almost scarier.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Gotta be jacked.
You've never seen the Leprechaun series. Halloween 2029, when we're out of good movies to watch. We're just in a swamp full of skulls.
They're just fighting in this swamp.
That chainsaw is amazing. It's working underwater. Yep. Well built to last. They don't make them like that anymore. Somehow it's just running on its own.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like floating around in the swamp. And at any moment could either cut the survivalist or Leatherface. How is it operating right now?
Little chainsaw roulette.
It's just kind of bobbing around wildly. Yeah, the chainsaw's just kind of creating a beautiful water feature here because the water is shooting up it as a little fountain.
Here's like a very poorly lit nighttime water fight scene where I can't literally tell who is who.
Very confusing and cluttered looking.
Visually very cluttered.
Well,
all right,
there goes Benny, the survivalist.
I think Benny was cut by the chainsaw.
Yeah.
Who knows? I guess that's extremely realistic because it's pretty disorganized, confusing fight. Leatherface is now dragging our girl into the swamp water.
And she just keeps screaming, sorry little guy, over and over again while she bashes his head in with a rock. Why? With like venomous irony in her voice.
Oh, now the saw stopped sawing. It's because Leatherface died. What?
Remember you said when the sun rose in the first one, it was still scary. How do you feel now?
Confused.
Have you been scared once in this whole movie?
Not really.
Right?
I've just been confused, betrayed.
So little girl's still alive. Yep. Mama got gunned down.
Yep.
It's just
Tex lived, I think.
Well, Tex was lit on fire.
I forgot. He was
the
lit on
last
fire.
we saw was him running away on fire. So
no
one took the head.
He was burnt.
Oh no.
The other guy. So it's really just the little girl.
It's just a little girl. The yuppie lady from California has survived till sunrise. She's made it off the compound. She's back to the road. That was like, more is definitely going to happen, I hope, but it's kind of anticlimactic. The last we saw was just her, she bashed Leatherface's face in with a rock. Oh, Benny!
So Benny somehow survived?
We literally saw Leatherface smash his head into a chainsaw. He's got like one scuff on him.
So Benny survived only to be sledgehammered by the gas station guy who was hiding in the...
We think his name's Alfredo. It's a guy that Benny didn't check if he drowned. Just shoot him. Do not hesitate. Oh, Benny's still
alive.
Again, I will remind you, he is a survivalist.
He's surviving.
He's really survived a lot in this movie. It really feels like a tacked on extra little challenge here. They really are trying hard to have like little memorable one-liners. There's roadkill all over Texas. Oh.
Well, what did you think, bud?
Look, his name is Alfredo. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, that one was pretty rough.
Like, at least 2 tried something. You know, you didn't know how good you had it when you were criticizing part 2, right?
You're right, I didn't.
Right, was this just kind of a nothing movie?
Yes.
Kind of bland.
Nothing happened. There was no themes.
It's really a shame.
It wasn't well shot.
Yeah.
It wasn't well written.
To be in this series, it really does a disservice to the first one. Here's some more weird heavy metal. Texas-themed heavy metal. Done with 3?
Yeah.
Do you have anything at all to say, or was
This
it that?
was an absolute nothing burger.
flavorless?
I thought I was going to be more excited about like the mom and the addition of the kid. And nope,
Goes nowhere.
went nowhere.
I will tell you, before we move on to 4, they were just assuming this was going to be a big hit, and they were like, we're going to make at least 5 of these, and then they
didn't.
It failed, so everything changes again for the next one.
Oh.
So I think they're seeding, like the little girl must have been intended to be a little seed of something for the future, right?
Yeah, it wasn't even bad.
Right.
It was just meh.
Would you, if you had to watch this or 2 again, what would you watch?
I'd probably watch 2.
Right?
Yeah, at least 2. 2 took some big swings, and they did not always work.
You get to
but-
watch a chainsaw duel with,
Yeah.
Dennis Hopper.
And Dennis Hopper's just always screaming.
All right, let's turn this off.
Whew.
Horrible.
All right, get me
Next.
out.
Your long journey is almost over.
So close.
75% of the way over. This next film, the final film, as far as we're concerned, is called one of 2 titles:
Of course.
The Return of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Okay.
or Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation.
Like Degrassi?
Degrassi, Star Trek. Here's the story. After Part 3, New Line Cinema, who again wanted to make like 5 more of these when they first acquired the rights,
Yep. And then they saw number 3, and they were like, never mind.
Yeah, so they dumped this thing. They're like, we're not doing this. Part 4 is going to go in a totally new direction again. However, harkening back to the very first, this movie is written and directed by Kim Henkel, the co-writer of Part 1.
The return.
Yeah. So
Okay, so the return of Henkel.
Henkel, at least Henkel's here. Henkel has not been involved, as far as I can tell, since the Part 1.
And
right?
Henkel, you made a great movie, Part 1. Mm-hmm. You did a good job.
And
So
he
maybe-
is on a
maybe this
mission
will be
here.
better.
He wants to make a good one. He's
Okay.
aware that the last one was not good, that 2 was kind of weird. He's like, I want to make a good Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie to live up to the one that I helped create to begin with.
Okay.
So Henkel's really passionate about this. He's also the producer of the movie. He's the one who courted the investors. We're back to the independent filmmaking sort of way of doing things. He was involved in every facet of this. You have a new Leatherface again, Robert Jacks. And then the other 2 lead actors in this movie are Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger.
Okay.
2 very well-known actors now, but they
Interesting. What year is this?
were it's confusing, sort of 1995.
Okay.
It's early for them, so
Okay.
they're both young and up and coming. They had both been in Dazed and Confused in 1993. That's kind of what started their big career trajectories. But they're this is like right after that.
Okay,
They're
and
very young.
old Henkel was like those 2.
Sure. Yeah, he's like, here, young, almost unknown actors.
Yeah.
Kind of how they did the first. So they make the movie in 1995. Then it screens at the South by Southwest Film Festival in March of 1995 and gets a very small theatrical release, just 27 theaters in the whole country.
Wow.
On September 22nd, 1995. And then Columbia TriStar acquires the home video release rights, but for some reason, part of the deal was that if they're going to put it on a tape and release it, like, for home viewing, part of the deal they signed was that they have to re-release it in theaters for a wider release than those 27. It was just how they cut the deal.
Okay.
But for some reason, Columbia TriStar decides they want to re-edit the movie a little bit, so they take 7 minutes out. I don't know what 7 minute, it's just like a slightly different edit of the movie.
We'll just take this 7. We don't need
We don't like it. And they retitle it Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation. So during that original small run, it was called The Return of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and they rename it now. The reason they're going to rename it is because it took so long for them to acquire it, edit it, re-release it. Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger have become more famous in the
Got it.
interim, so
Okay.
they're now emphasizing their role. I actually don't know
Got
how
it.
big their roles are. We're going to find out. It might not
Okay.
be as big as I think. Does that make sense? So that theatrical re-release, like I said, it took a while. So the original was 1995. It's only going to get re-released in August 1997
Wow.
to the wider audiences, and then finally come out on home video in February 1998. This one is intended to be darkly satirical again, but like kind of
Okay.
more like the original than the second one, which I
Okay.
still don't find the original that satirical, but Henkel and Hooper seem to think so.
Henkel and Hooper, if you're still alive and or listening, write in. Tell me what you thought
Do you think
was
they automatically
satirical
download
about
any
this.
podcasts that say Texas Chainsaw Massacre in the title?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I think a lot of folks in Hollywood are pretty narcissistic, and maybe they do, and or would.
But this movie, once again, didn't do that well either time it was released. It wasn't like, didn't set the world on fire, but the performances of McConaughey and Zellweger were praised for being almost too good for the movie. Even at the
Okay.
time, that was kind of some of the critical consensus. Like, wow, these two are really good. So now that's 3 sequels in a row not living up to the original, and that is going to kind of end this franchise for a little bit.
Bye-bye.
The next time they make a movie is in 2003, and it's just a straight up reboot, remake situation. They're not trying to continue. They're like, let's just, retell the first one. That was very common in the sort of early, mid 2000s. Almost every horror franchise did that. That was the trend then. And that one was just called The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We're not watching that, though, so we're going to stop after this one, even though that would be old enough for us to cover. But like I said at the beginning, my kind of opinion of this is we should stop when the
OG
original
stuff, yeah.
stopped. But since then, let me just quick pull up the list. I started typing it. It must have gotten interrupted at my real job. The list just abruptly cuts off. I just wanted to list the remaining sequels. Texas
Pure ADHD, baby.
Chainsaw franchise. But the remaining movies that we will not watch, but just to kind of lay out what else there is. There is 2003, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. 2006, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Beginning, a prequel to the remake, if that makes sense.
Okay.
2013, Texas Chainsaw 3D, which actually sounds kind of fun. 2017, Leatherface. 2022.
What?
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh, Fede Alvarez is involved in that. He's got like a pretty good track record with, he did the Evil Dead remake. He kind of has his fingers in a lot of horror movie, like legacy horror movie franchises. That wasn't that well received though, that 2022 one. Anyway, that's all the movies for now.
That's a lot of movies.
For now. Let's watch. I have to admit, I actually don't know which version we're going to see.
Interesting.
It's 87 minutes.
All right, they're really playing up Renee Zellweger, though.
Yeah, she's on the artwork.
On the front.
You don't need to be walking these roads alone this time of night. Why don't you get in?
Are you the one that moved the cars?
Listen, either you want to ride or you don't. It's up to you.
Where are you going? Where's Sean?
Where do you want to go?
Where's Sean?
Is that your boyfriend?
Yeah, he was the one that wasn't hurt. Do you know where he is?
I know exactly where he is. Now, why don't you get in?
Well, where is he?
Damn it, I said get in the truck.
Next Generation. What a stupid name.
It's really
I love
not
that.
good. But here we are. Oh,
Did you just sigh when the text came up with the guy reading it again?
yeah. Again, not a very scary narrator.
August 18th, 1973. This guy sounds drunk.
Just very monotone, like super dry, right?
There's a little dig at the other sequels, right? Over the years, a couple minor incidents happened. 2 minor incidents, referring to parts
All right,
2 and
so
3.
this is May 1996.
Here we go.
It's incredible they could still get funding after that third one.
Well, I think it's like, hey, look, I wasn't involved in I made that first one that everybody agrees is great.
Do you think Robert Jacks will do a good job? Is he a big boy?
One way to find out.
All right, so the title card's real 90s.
Yeah, just like weird, almost Microsoft Paint. Okay, we're listening to the news as it starts.
Yeah, that's
know?
tonally pretty similar. All right, so we're flashing the camera again, which is...
Oh, yeah, but it's to take prom pictures.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thing to notice.
Right.
The number of prom movies that had a prom in them we've seen this year, I wasn't expecting this one, too.
What an absolutely wacky portrayal of their teacher who was like, oh, you look so good. This is so great. And then as the kids go by, he like whispers to himself and is like, I f***ing hate kids.
Right away, very different that we've never seen a scene like this in a
Yes,
Texas
yeah.
Chainsaw movie. We're at a high school prom.
All these 90s prom outfits are pretty great, though. A lot of gloves, a lot of statement necklines. All right, the tone of this movie is very weird, but not like good weird yet.
Just some insufferable high schoolers being really mean to each other, you know?
It's just confusing.
Kate, this is the next generation. Like, the big question I have is this going to be the next generation of victims or the next generation of Sawyers? Is that their last name?
Barry is just so obnoxious. He's such a complainer.
He's sexually inappropriate
Complains that people don't know how to make roads. All right, they've been hit
twice now.
by a car coming out of nowhere. They're just on this back road, middle of nowhere road situation.
Is Renee Zellweger the only one with a Texan accent?
Yes, I think. And she is like so young here. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. It's like jarring. Mm-hmm. She's like almost barely recognizable, you know? Mm-hmm. 3 of the young people have set out to try and find some help after this accident. And they've chanced upon like an office? But why is this office open at night?
Yeah, why is this woman here?
They've like chanced upon this rural realtor, I guess. She lives
Who's
here
open late
maybe
at
and
night.
works here. And like someone threw a rock through the window and she just straight up flashed them.
Well,
Just like,
she's
hell
talking
yeah.
a lot about her breast implants unasked for.
Yep. And was just like, yep, I'm just going to flash this person, whether it's someone who's upset that like I'm having an affair with their husband or whether it's a high school boy, like I'll just flash anybody. All right. Now we've got the tow truck driver is here. Ostensibly, it's Matthew McConaughey and he has a leg brace. So we know something's going on because...
I was going to say Jigsaw. Leatherface had a leg brace in the last one?
Maybe?
Yeah. But I don't know if this one's going to respect and honor the last one.
Does it have the same rules? I don't know.
I don't think these movies really have rules. What?
Oh my God, what? All right, so Matthew McConaughey, the tow truck driver, just walked up to this scene with the tow truck and was like, oh, that kid's dead. And the young man who's staying by his side was like, is he really dead? And Matthew McConaughey just snapped his neck.
He's like, yep, he's dead.
What's happening? What? And he just tow trucked away into the night. What the heck? All right, so now Matthew McConaughey is chasing the high school boy in his truck.
Some of these line deliveries are tragic.
Not good.
Please, mister, you're scaring me.
You can tell which of the actors in this will go on to have a long and fruitful career and which ones you will never hear from again. Please, mister, you're scaring me. Then you got Matthew McConaughey.
Just being Matthew McConaughey.
Basically 9 years old here, essentially giving the performance from True Detective season 1. All right, so Sean has been hit by the tow truck.
I know that everybody always tells horror movie characters what they could be doing better, but could Sean simply have not been on the road?
Sean, just...
Could he have run in between the trees where the tow truck could not drive?
Sean had a lot of choices. He did not make the correct choice.
Ooh, is he running him over back and forth? Wow, all right, that's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, that is pretty gross. And Matthew McConaughey appears to be enjoying every moment of it, right? Like he is relishing kind of like backing over this young person and then going into drive and driving over him again.
Maybe because I mainly know Viggo Mortensen from Lord of the Rings, but it didn't really occur to me until now that him and Matthew McConaughey can kind of play the same type of character.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Maybe I just haven't seen him young enough. Viggo. But they're kind of filling a similar role in these two movies.
That's why you got to check your batteries in your flashlight regularly. I feel like, what's this girl's name? Renee Zellweger. We're just going to call her Renee Zellweger because she's clearly Renee Zellweger. She's not working real hard to find the other two who have splintered off from the group. She's like,
whisper shouting their
okay,
names.
if you guys can hear me, I'm going to go back and find Sean. All right, bye. And she just runs away.
Well, those two are pretty annoying, so... Also, now multiple different drivers have, like, sped by while these distressed teenagers are wandering around on the side of the road and just, like, didn't even slow down. Maybe they know they live in an area where they could be murdered at any time. It's just very, like nobody's helping. It's happened several times now. This big scare moment here is a black trash bag has blown onto Renee Zellweger and scared her. There's nothing
Very
in
relatable.
It's just a trash bag. This farmhouse has boarded up windows. You probably shouldn't be knocking on the door or trying to go in the back door.
No. But these guys are kids. Their frontal lobes aren't fully formed, you know? They're not fully cooked yet.
Not much has happened.
I was just going to say, I feel like a lot has happened and not a lot has happened. But I see an old dirty apron.
Here we go.
I forget what this girl's name is.
It doesn't matter.
It's like our more popular prom attendee.
These are a few disposable high school characters, I think.
Leatherface is kind of like sniffing her hair a little bit. She does really have a lack of situational awareness. I don't want to victim blame, but if someone was standing that close behind me, I think I would be able to maybe notice it. So Heather has come face to face with Leatherface and she screamed, but then Leatherface also screamed.
He did a little, whoa! He kind of sounds a little more like he is supposed to.
I guess. It's very Mrs. Doubtfire, though. As much as I didn't like the third one, there was something kind of disturbing about a house that is in good condition and good shape and kept up where horrific things happen, right?
Okay.
Like, this is a house that has not been taken care of where horrific things happen. But, like, having, like, the mom and daughter there at the house, like, obviously keeping it in shape in the third one.
Yeah, and that bigger family in that one, that
like
they
cleaning,
all are in on this.
Is like they had a chore wheel,
right?
You know,
nobody there is like, this is a bad idea. This house is back to being pretty
chaotic, dirty. All right, so Leatherface has placed Heather in a chest freezer.
I think it's like a crate. It's just like a shipping crate, right? There's like hay in there.
Leatherface really has a little bit more of like a mullet here.
Yeah, very curly, long, Mullet. Yeah, no, that's
a mullet,
that's a
right?
mullet.
Yeah, which is interesting. Look at the curly cues on Barry's ruffled shirt. So sculptural.
This other member of the family just keeps quoting historical figures and then being like, you didn't know that because you're a moron. Bet you didn't know Ulysses S. Grant said that. Quirky.
I just feel like this guy might not be concerned enough.
Yeah, he was held up at gunpoint by a member of the family out back. Then he, locked himself in the house to separate him from the bad guy. And he's, just walking around like, I gotta use the bathroom. Shouldn't he be freaking out?
At least a little. Again, you can tell who's going to go on to a long and storied acting career and who perhaps will not.
He's, using the bathroom that is, wallpapered with human leather. Just casually peeing in the toilet, not even noticing that there's, nipples on the wallpaper.
This guy wouldn't wash his hands.
You know what they're really making us wait for? A chainsaw.
Yeah, you're right. We haven't seen a single chainsaw.
Yeah, they're holding back the chainsaw.
Right now, this is just the Texas Mullet Massacre. I like Leatherface's tights that he's wearing, though. He's wearing a pair of running tights. Look at him. All right, so we've incorporated some of the first movies, Leatherface screaming, but it just, I know I sound like a broken record, but it just really doesn't hit the same. It just doesn't have the same kind of emotional value for some reason.
It's either...
Am I desensitized to it?
I think it's a mix of...
Is it just worse?
I think it's a mix, yeah. The quality of the two movies plus the novelty factor of the first one. We're really playing all the greatest hits now. She was locked in something like the chest freezer. She's now hanging from a meat hook.
All right, so we finally have our two decent
Good
young
actors.
actors in a car together.
I was about to say that it was impressive that Renee Zellweger is the only teenager in this movie who's smart enough to not get in the car with a stranger who's obviously up to no good, but she gave in and got in the car.
She did it.
I guess her options are limited, I
think they just were like, all right, McConaughey, do a lot of mouth acting. All right, so upon seeing that her prom date and the random young man from the car accident were hanging from the back of the tow truck, Renee Zellweger ejected herself from the truck and ran away.
Did a rolling landing. She's running off into the woods. She's not going to run in the middle of the road like her prom date. Oh, maybe she is.
No, she's running in a field. See? Baby, this is Texas. This guy is equipped to drive through the field.
Good unhinged Matthew McConaughey performance.
Yep, absolutely.
Definitely could have been its own movie, probably.
Yes, yeah.
He doesn't need
this
mullet Leatherface.
No. Also here, I think Matthew McConaughey's character retains a little bit of the scariness of the first one, right? When Sally. When our final girl makes it out in the morning and they're chasing her at low speed, she's trying to run as fast as she can, but they are kind of jogging after her. Matthew McConaughey driving his truck at 5 miles an hour while Renee Zellweger runs through a field is a pretty good approximation of that, right? He certainly could run her over, and he has run other people over.
Also, we're doing, I guess, a reversal of the hitchhiker from the first movie, right? Where the hitchhiker's unhinged. Here, Matthew McConaughey is kind of picking up Renee Zellweger. She is the hitchhiker, but he's unhinged.
All right.
There it is.
The chainsaw is here. 37 minutes and 45 seconds in.
We got Leatherface. We got the chainsaw.
Leatherface
We're running through the
here.
woods.
Oh, and this is a fast Leatherface. You got fast Leatherface again. He's not doing his dance from the second one.
And they've never repeated
his little wiggly dance.
I think they erased the dance from the future movies. Oh, kind of.
A little dance.
I mean, there is just the natural pose of holding a chainsaw over your head. There's only one way to hold it, but he's not really doing the wiggle, the hip and hand wiggles that make the dance. He's sawing through a door again.
And we're doing our greatest hits here.
He's up to all his old tricks.
Is it the same Leatherface, though?
From when?
From earlier. The second one? No, the first one?
No.
Is
this...
Yeah.
Is it in continuity with the first one?
Yeah.
I assume so. I mean, the problem with all these movies... I don't know. Because the family has changed in 1, 3, and 4... All of Leatherface's family members are different.
Well, and I know that Leatherface has worked himself into a frenzy, right? He is in kill mode. But Leatherface, simply turn the doorknob. You could save a lot. You could save a lot of
gasoline,
chainsaw chain, right? Just rest. Save it for later, guy.
All right, she jumped through the window, right? That happened twice in the first one.
Yeah.
But she's landed on another part of the roof, so now we're having kind of rooftop chase.
Yep.
Interesting.
Do you think Leatherface practices this? He takes his chainsaw up to the roof and trains?
Thinks about all the different kind of angles of terrain he might have to attack upon.
It's honestly, I think Leatherface's screaming might be a bit too much. Also, he just chainsawed the chimney. Now
Why?
bricks are falling down.
Out of frustration?
It's unclear.
You know that that TV antenna is getting chainsawed. It's a guarantee. Or is he like, no, I like to watch TV.
I love my stories.
What is she holding on to? A flagpole?
No, like an electric wire.
It's just so dark. It just looks like she's kind of magically crawling through thin air. He's cutting the wire? Maybe it's cable, TV.
Cut the cord. Also, I feel like a large portion of the first third of the movie was people talking about how ugly Renee Zellweger is.
Yes.
Right? They were like, she's such a dog. Is it because she has glasses? Confusing. All right, we got fast Leatherface again. That's pretty good.
Good chase.
It's a good chase because Leatherface needs to be fast and 10 feet tall. Like, otherwise the chainsaw stuff feels a little silly. Are we playing like a Creed song right now?
That's the vibe, yeah.
Right?
For sure.
Yeah,
Whether it is actually a Creed song or not, it certainly sounds like
All right. Oh my God, we made it back to
the inappropriate realtor lady or whoever she is.
Lady realtor. All right, so the lady realtor just has marched outside. She's like, I'm just going to go scare Leatherface. I'm going to go scare this guy who's been chasing you. I love the confidence.
Oh, man.
Oh, no. This strong, independent woman was actually working with the what's-his-names all the time. She was actually working for the Leatherface family the whole time.
That's a good twist.
It is a good twist.
Same thing as the gas station attendant being their daddy brother in the first one, but clever.
So they've put Renee Zellweger into a sack.
Oh, and you know what? Earlier she got scared by a black trash bag. Now she's in a black trash bag and getting hit with an electric cattle prod. That's no fun. You know, I feel bad for this actor. It's not fair that he's in a movie with Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
This guy, Vilmer, the other family member who he just says famous quotes.
Vilmer's the, what's his name?
Who's Vilmer?
Vilmer's Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, this is W.E.
That's W.E.
Okay, W.E. just says quotes and kind of does like diet Matthew McConaughey, you know? They probably didn't need both.
Kind of an interesting ethos here that like our career gal is like, okay, I'm going to go pick up some pizza. You know, she's got Renee Zellweger in the trunk. This is kind of like a fun reversal trope of like pretty people can't be evil, right? Because like our career girl she's conventionally attractive.
The pizza guy's like, what's going on in your trunk? She's like, oh, I got someone tied up in there. Want to see? And he's like, oh. He just thinks she's doing weird flirting.
What do you think the pizza in Texas tastes like? I'm going to ask any of our listeners who live in Texas, what does your pizza taste like? Is it good? Is it good pizza?
I would like to have some basically like a pizza bagel, but on a piece of Texas toast. That sounds good.
Give us more McConaughey. Here's old Miss Independent businesswoman in her big Lincoln Town car stopping to pick up Heather.
Oh no, she's gonna have both girls now? Yeah, she's beating this girl with a stick, but like really weakly for some reason.
Softly? Yeah. It's confusing.
Taunt her? I thought she was gonna try to knock her out, but she just kind of like really gave her a few light taps.
She did. She just kind of softly hit her with a small stick. That was confusing. It was a confusing acting choice. From an actor who has been pretty strong in this.
Oh, you like her too?
I don't hate her, you know? She's made some strong choices. You know?
If you're drawing a line, she's more on the McConaughey and Zellweger side of the line than the everyone else in this movie line.
Yes.
All right, we got Leatherface in his matronly wig.
This feels like a weird, confusing mishmash of the first one where these men in this like deteriorating house are feral, and the third one where there's like this womanly influence.
Yeah.
Because you've got like our career gal bringing the pizzas into the house.
How does she know them? Like, is she a member of the
unclear.
family?
Like, but it doesn't really commit to either side.
Yeah.
It feels like Leatherface is like their screaming pet. Our career girl is in a relationship with Matthew McConaughey, whose name is Wilmer. We keep not...
Is that what's going on? They're a couple?
Vilmer? I will say one thing. This family is not communicating.
Solve a lot of their problems. Oh, yeah. They're like, it sounds like she has started dating Vilmer. Mm-hmm. This is really bizarre. Like, because, right, these movies always ask the question, like, how could every member of the family be so far gone that, like, none of them are leaving, running away, putting a stop to it? In this one, now, you have a woman who just started dating Matthew McConaughey and then finds out it's like this and is like, yep, this is fine.
Because it's like, you can almost suspend your disbelief enough if you're like, okay, this family is all related. They're engaging in cannibalism. They might have like a prion disease. Genetically, maybe like there's something going on.
They've been abused since childhood. They don't know better, you know.
But then like you have this addition of like this woman and you're like, what? Why?
And I don't care how hot Matthew McConaughey's character is. Like the day she came home with him and saw this, you'd assume she might not be so cool with it.
Is it because she's a boss babe? Yeah, like Matthew McConaughey here is absolutely unhinged and is doing like a really decent job, especially for like a young actor. You know, he's not like a child or anything. But
yeah, these people are in their 20s.
Yeah, like he's
doing his Matthew McConaughey thing.
He really is.
This feels on par with anything I've ever seen him in. Mm-hmm. His performance, I should say, not the film itself. Yeah, like, is she trying to be the cool girlfriend? She's like, all right, I'll let him murder people. I don't want to be a buzzkill.
Darla, who's our career gal, is, I guess, describing the Illuminati?
I don't know. She's like, yeah, Vilmer works for high-level secret people who had JFK killed and have been doing this for 2,000 years.
Well, that's his trucking company name. Vilmer's trucking company.
What's it called?
Illuminati. It's on the door. Come on, Tyler.
Is that where we're headed with this? Leatherface
Unclear.
is a member of the Illuminati?
Again, conspicuous absence of chainsaw, you know? And then you got Leatherface in his, like, gingham apron. It's very Wizard of Oz. It's a very chaotic scene, and not chaotic in a good way, you know?
Yeah, everybody's beating on everybody. The family members. The victims aren't even getting attacked right now. Leatherface is holding his hands on the side of his face and screaming like he's in Home Alone.
So in all this chaos, Renee Zellweger has gotten a hold of a gun, like a shotgun, and is pointing it at the family and is like, all right, everybody get on the ground. And W.E., the brother, is like, oh, Vilmer's been shot dozens of times. Like, I believe it. I believe this. Can't kill the rooster, you know?
She really shouldn't have hesitated here.
No.
She should have just started unloading at everybody.
You think this is what it's like every night here?
It's exhausting.
The family's just like beating on each other.
Even if you have made yourself a member of the family, they're still going to commit violence against women.
It's not good.
Matthew McConaughey is completely over the top in this, but I believe his performance.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's just like screaming, grunting like a gorilla.
Just slapping himself. I believe that performance. I don't know if I believe anybody else's performance, including Leatherface, but I believe Matthew McConaughey's performance. I agree.
This movie's all about him.
And honestly, Renee Zellweger's turning in a decent performance as well.
She's a good final girl.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Come on, girly pop, run him over. This is the first time a character has referred to Leatherface by the shortened nickname Leather. Very familiar.
Well, it's like I understand that maybe they can't provide us with the kind of exposition that I'm looking for, but like, how did these people find each other? How are they related?
All right, are we speeding towards a shocking dinner scene? Leatherface is taking it to a whole nother level this time.
And I can't tell if this is like transphobic or not. You know what I mean?
Is he putting makeup on his cleavage? Is that what I just saw there?
Yeah, Leatherface is in
contour?
like a plunging neckline dress.
Right.
And I can't tell. Is it like...
Well, was it the first time around?
I think his first time around is really more of a reversal of like a matriarch, right? Like, what does it mean to be the American family? Like, why is the American family so deeply messed up in some ways? The reversal of the traditional American family. They're eating something unholy.
Right. He's playing the mother.
He's playing the mother.
Homemaker.
The gas station guy's playing the father.
Right.
The hitchhiker's playing the brother, you know? But in this one, he's gone significantly sexier.
Also, what is this wild makeout scene that's happening?
Really wild. And
With,
our Darla, our career girl, has gotten changed into like a dress that's made of like chains and belts. Why?
They got a lot of chains in this house.
And I can't tell. Again, I cannot tell if this portrayal of Leatherface is like transphobic.
Yeah, is it like Buffalo Bill?
Yeah, is it like, oh, and just imagine, how can we make this more up? Oh, he wants to dress as a woman, you know?
This is a very full dinner table. As the high women said, I want a
house with a crowded table.
All
right, so there's a lot of just like dead people at the table.
A lot more dead people than we're used to.
Leatherface has really sort of like combed out his hair. He's wearing,
mullet.
I guess, like a new human wig.
Yeah.
A pretty skin mask. It's really giving me Mrs. Doubtfire vibes, though, when he
look
has to
at
put his face in the cake.
For some reason, Matthew McConaughey's leg brace is remote controlled as well.
It's a weird choice.
And you can
weird choice.
if you get your hands on the remote, you can make him kind of move his knee up and down against his will. I'm sure that'll come in handy later. Yeah, there's at least 3 corpses sitting at the table, right?
And then one unknown corpse. Is it a corpse? Is it grandpa? We don't know.
I really feel like my biggest takeaway here is there's something about the filmmakers not being very experienced as filmmakers that I think just lent to the first one being so effective. I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but I think they're just all too technically adept now at like filming. I don't know.
We're drawing out the family tree here. Vilmer and Leatherface are related, and W.E. is also their brother, and Darla's just
Vilmer's girlfriend. And Vilmer's just revealed that the whole point of this whole evening is to
take Renee Zellweger's face.
Yeah.
Give it to Leatherface.
Leatherface wants Renee Zellweger's face, yeah.
just feel like he's going to have trouble fitting it.
You think your face is too small for his head?
Oh, see, look, Grandpa's there.
Wow.
All right, so we thought that Grandpa was a corpse, but here he is.
There are like 2 to 3 other bodies that are not moving now. But yes, who we assume is Grandpa just like got up, and he doesn't look that bad.
I do like that Renee Zellweger just had this moment of like, I'm gonna leave and none of you can stop me. And Leatherface got up and let out a scream, and Renee Zellweger was like, sit the down, and he just sat.
He just slumped down into his chair.
All right, now we set Heather on fire. Poor little Heather. What a dumb little girl.
Grandpa got up and walked away, but nobody's addressed him.
He's gone.
Where'd he go?
He's left. Grandpa's fled the scene.
I want to know what Matthew McConaughey's excuse for his behavior is. The slaughterhouses were closed before he was born. He can't blame his condition on that.
Why is Weird Al Yankovic in
I
the back?
was thinking the same thing.
A car has pulled up, and 2 men are at the door. 2 men in suits. One who has an accent and a weird wig, and the other guy is just Weird Al Yankovic
Looks
in
a lot
the back.
like Weird Al.
He looks so much like Weird Al.
He's the other guy's driver, it looks like.
I guess.
Kind of like a rich guy with a driver and a mysterious, like, European accent.
Unclear.
He sounds a little bit like when Mr. Bean talks.
What the hell's happening here, Tyler?
So I guess the whole bit about him working for the Illuminati wasn't just nonsensical. Somehow he reports to somebody. It's not super clear. So there seem to be rich, powerful people telling Leatherface's family to do this. Kind of a weird detail.
All right, now this European dude is licking Renee Zellweger's face. Why? He has like some odd body modifications.
There's a bunch of like rings pierced through his tummy.
And his skin is like
branded or something.
Feels like it's like imprinted, right?
Yeah.
Now he's picked up 2 slices of pizza.
Off the floor?
That pizza does not look good, by the way. Just wanted to update everyone.
The Texas Pizza
The
Massacre.
Texas Pizza Massacre.
And I think we have like a 50-50 shot of whether they're going to further explain what just happened at all. Oh, does his leg brace with the hydraulics make his legs super strong so he can squash people's skulls?
Maybe, I guess.
This movie's a lot.
And there's not a lot of explanation here.
Which, like, in theory, could be scary. Weird, scary stuff happens and we don't find out why. But, I don't know. People screaming and wailing is a big part of this franchise.
Yep.
That's fine. That's welcome. Oh, the chainsaw's back, finally.
Chainsaw's back. We've seen the chainsaw like 3 times.
Yeah, last time the chainsaw was family. It was inscribed. They really are underutilizing it here.
There's a lot of cuts here.
A lot of editing. All right, finally, Renee Zellweger's got the hydraulic leg remote that exists for some reason.
And she keeps pressing it so that his leg keeps, so that
kicking.
Matthew McConaughey's leg keeps kicking. Now they're in some kind of remote-based battle.
Yeah, there's 2 copies of the remote, so he's trying to counteract her remote with his remote. This is so stupid. They're all calling him Leather now for short. Just like trying to operate a TV at a parent's house, Matthew McConaughey just had to try 4 different remotes before he found the one that worked on his leg brace.
The last, 15 minutes of this have been absolutely bizarre.
Like an older couple on an RV vacation has picked up Renee Zellweger. They're, drinking Bloody Marys, having vacation time. Oh, my God.
All right, the RV is tipped over with Renee Zellweger's rescuers and Renee Zellweger inside.
Oh, those Bloody Marys are going to be all over the place. There's a biplane for some reason.
It's like a crop duster.
Oh, there's the chainsaw dance, kind of.
Kinda.
Yeah, Leatherface is in the back of the truck, the tow truck, and he's kind of doing the dance.
His little classic dance.
What?
Okay, so the plane dove down and hit Matthew McConaughey
somehow,
and then missed Renee Zellweger.
It had absolute precision to just somehow clip Matthew McConaughey on the ground with its propeller. Leatherface is really torn up about it. Who's flying the plane?
Why are there so many vehicles here all of a sudden?
Well, here's a limo. Is that the Illuminati guy?
Unclear.
This is just a big old mess. Yeah, because look, there's the Weird Al.
Yep,
tall Weird Al driving the car.
Weird Al driver.
Oh my God, don't get in this limo. That guy licked your face. Were we supposed to know who that was? Oh, maybe that was the final girl from the original.
Yeah, was that supposed to be?
I think that was a cameo, but it was so not clear.
It was a completely unclear cameo that Renee Zellweger saw Sally from the original. I guess she was catatonic, unclear. And then we got one more shot of Leatherface whirling around with his chainsaw. Okay.
What happened to Grandpa? He just got up from the table and walked away. It was never seen again
so
or
confusing.
Mentioned. Yeah, I think actually the cop, the orderly, and the patient were all actors from the first movie.
okay.
I think I read that somewhere.
All right.
That was something.
So this music at the end's pretty good.
Huh, you're playing some fiddle music.
What did you think there, bud?
I don't even know which one of these was the worst. I can't decide.
I think number 3 is the worst.
Okay,
I really
what's your
do.
ranking? Go ahead.
So here's my ranking: 1, 4, 2, 3.
I see.
And here's the reason:
Yes.
1, I've said it every single time, and I compare every single following one to the original because I think objectively that's a good movie. It's a good movie that I will never, ever see again. I will never watch it again. It had some really solid jump scare moments for me. If you want, you can listen back to the first time that Leatherface appears.
I'll drop it in. Ready?
Drop it in. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh my God, the man came out and he got him. He got him. He got him. I was genuinely scared in that moment. I think the first movie itself is groundbreaking, right? In terms of like not only defining a genre, but also in terms of like gore and like violence. I will never watch it again because it's a rough watch, but I do think it tackles some interesting themes and does so without overtly doing it, but also explains enough, unlike some of these other movies, that you get to experience like, oh yeah, that's a theme. That's an important theme, you know? What were some of the themes? Do you remember?
Chainsaw.
Some of the themes were the effects of industrialization upon rural America. Is a place evil or are people evil or both? The reversal and perversion of the traditional American family. Anything else?
Those are the big ones.
Those are the big ones. Oh, and like youth with malaise, right?
Ooh,
like
yeah.
how do like these literally directionless youth navigate something that is difficult? I'm going to then say the fourth one actually is my second favorite.
Okay.
And I think it has a big old bit to do with Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
He does, and honestly, I would say up until like the last 10 minutes, he does an excellent job. And the last 10 minutes, I don't think anybody could have redeemed.
Would I be correct to say that there's a big gap between 1 and 4,
Yes,
even though
yeah.
it's the second, just because you have to rank them?
Yes, I have to rank them.
There's a pretty big,
Yeah, I would give the original probably like 8 stars out of 10, and I would give number 4 probably 4 stars out of 10, maybe 3.
And literally on the back of McConaughey, Renee Zellweger, not a bad final girl at all.
Not a bad final
She
girl,
certainly
but
helps,
she doesn't have a lot
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah. Matthew
at some
McConaughey
points.
is the main attraction in this movie.
He really chews the scenery.
Yeah.
Which
But
is great.
It didn't have to be a Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No, that could have just been like crazy.
been
That could have just been like malevolent tow truck driver movie.
Right.
Right? Like tows
Okay.
your car to his house and then kills you.
And then you put number 2.
I put 2 in third place. Because why? Oh,
Because 3's so bad.
no, well, because 3 is so bad. I put 2 in this ranking, in the third ranking, because of Dennis Hopper just yelling at things. Just Dennis Hopper being like, "Bah!" And the set decoration in Leatherface's lair.
Yeah, they try. It's like a kind of like a Batman villain's lair,
Yes,
but
yeah, they take a big swing.
It's certainly interesting.
It's a big swing, though.
Yep.
It's a huge miss, but I appreciate something that takes a big swing, even if it does miss. And then number 3 is absolutely in last place for me. No question. It was a nothing burger.
You almost fell asleep watching number 3.
I almost did, and then I had to take a 20-minute nap afterwards.
Immediately after we stopped recording, you were asleep within seconds.
Yeah, it was a nothing burger for me. What about you?
My rankings are similar. I have one swap. One would be the number 1. It's just so good. And as a general note, as good as 1 is, I was thinking about all 4 of these. It's like a whole different kind of horror movie. All 4 of them. It's like much more intense and gory and screaming. It's harder to watch, all 4 of them, for good or bad, than like any other horror movie series. So
yeah, absolutely.
It was certainly interesting to go through these. Okay, so 1 is the king of that idea of like a hard to watch, extremely unsettling horror movie that's
very visceral,
not fun to revisit.
And I think like you had mentioned this before, like the amateur nature of like the first time filmmaker makes it feel, I think, gives it like that verisimilitude, right? Where you're like, oh yeah, this feels very like raw and scary and just like very claustrophobic.
Everything about it. It's hard for me to describe it. Like by the time I got to 4, I just kept thinking 4 felt like a made for TV movie. Like something about like the shot setups. It's like, it's so like perfunctory. Like these people have filmed stuff like a million times and they know how to set them up. Like people are blocked well. But like that's like to the detriment, I think, of the movie. Anyway, okay, so 1, all-time great. I would put 2 next because it's so weird. I think I appreciate it. Some of the weirder stuff in 2 a little more than you did. I don't really want to rewatch it in a hurry, but if the redeeming quality of 2 is just how weird it is and Leatherface's dance, and the redeeming quality of 4 is Matthew McConaughey, as much as I liked both of those things, I would prefer to rewatch 2 if I absolutely had to before I'd rewatch 4. Because as good as he is in this, 4 would be my number 3 after 2. Just the overall movie is pretty bad. 4 reminds me a lot of 3 in that there's not a lot going on to enjoy. It just has a couple good performances that elevate it a little. That whole, whatever the Illuminati plot was that went absolutely nowhere, that was really, really a strange choice to not explain that at least a little more. And then, yeah, I agree with you that 3 is the worst one. Okay, well, Kate, it's Halloween. Another Halloween is upon us. What does Charlie Brown say? And you've gotten your share of
scary time
horror franchise.
Yeah, I think so. I think I need to maybe rest until next October.
Rest in your crypt until next time.
Yeah.
Whatever we pick, it's going to be much longer than this. This was a
short one,
but so many of these were so tough to watch and boring and also violent and too much that I think even if we watch 8 or 12 movies or something wild next year, I think there might hopefully be a little more for us to enjoy in each movie.
Okay.
For good or bad. Thanks for doing this again, Kate. It is fun. I really enjoy exploring like the idea of a film franchise like this and how it morphs and evolves and generally degrades, it seems.
Yeah.
Seems to be the through line. They get worse over time. Thanks for listening, guys. Tune in next week. You get a little break between Halloween and Christmas episodes.
Halloween.
Some regular episodes for a month or so. And that's it.
Bye.
How would Leatherface say goodbye? How would he say hello? Could you give me goodbye one more time? What was hello? What was rate and subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcasts?
What happened was true. The most bizarre and brutal series of crimes in America. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. After you stop screaming, you'll start talking about it. Rated R.